Hello everybody and welcome to the conclusion here of the FGC events at Dreamhack Atlanta. We are here for Guilty Gear Strive and we are bringing you the action for the final 8 of this bracket. My name is Proxy. Joining me for the action here is going to be Mr. King Jobber. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing fantastic here. We have gone through a hard-fought tournament. We are finally down to the top 8 competitors, and we're going to find out who's going to win this beautiful trophy here, as well as taking home all of that delicious prize money.
Absolutely. Trying to go home with not only the ability to go for bragging that you are the champion, show off the hardware, but the lion's share of the funds as well. A huge prize pot, obviously, here for Guilty Gear Strive, as well as everything else here for the fighting games. So it has been an incredible time. A lot of champions have already been crowned, but we have one more to go. And let's start looking at the players that it could be. Marvelo, one of the biggest contenders here, and honestly, one of the only players to play to his seed. There were a lot of upsets in this tournament.
Absolutely, but Marvelo has absolutely been killing it. Before the bracket started, Marvelo looked at me and he said, you know what, I think I can go all the way. I think I have this tournament. And here he is in winner's side of top 8, about to go up against Rem.
But Rem is one of the players that was able to kind of defy the odds there, make their own kind of reality. Rem has upset their seed, played their way up, already has some big wins in this tournament, piling that Nagoriyuki and going into an incredibly volatile matchup in Nagoriyuki versus Chipp.
Yes, absolutely. So this is going to be an incredibly exciting matchup here to start off our very first match of top 8, and there are going to be plenty of more incredible matches going forward here. But it looks like we got both of our players on the stage in character select. I imagine we'll probably get a button check before we start.
I mean, I better say sorry as we get ourselves into that, check the buttons, get things together. But like we said, very volatile matchup here. It can end in a hurry from either of these players. A counter hit Rekka from Chipp or a Beyblade from Nagoriyuki can really just set it off.
Well, one of these things is not like the other, though,
very true.
Right? It's a 2-touch game for Marvelo, maybe a 3-touch game. It's more like a 1-touch game for Nagoriyuki.
Definitely a 1.5 for Nagoriyuki for sure. And it depends on the starter as well. Like, if Rem is able to get some of these combos that start off with like a DP or something of that nature here, and burst is not available, Marvelo will just have to kind of either burst or go next, which is just, it's kind of the reality of when you pick Chipp. It's something I've talked to a lot of Chipp players about, and it's something you've just kind of accepted. Glass bones, paper skin, you know what you signed up for.
Exactly. It's that live fast, die hard mantra that Chipp players definitely go by.
All right, well, like we said, getting our button check rolling here, getting ourselves together, and it looks like they are ready to go, and so are we. The first match of top 8 Guilty Gear Strive here at Dreamhack Atlanta, just about to begin. As he's checking buttons again, he said, you know what, just to make sure. I really want to make sure.
We gotta get the music set up as well. What are we picking? What are we picking? Oh, we're scrolling through Mirror of the World. No.
Nah, listen, you gotta take your time.
Drift? Okay, we got some Happy Chaos music.
All right, but we're gonna go, like we said, get ourselves ready to roll. 99 seconds, one of the most important things always you have to think about when it comes to Nagoriyuki. Not only as the Nagoriyuki player, because you know you almost always have priority, but facing off against it, kind of understanding the fact that you are really at the mercy of playing around what he is looking to accomplish at 99.
I completely agree, but I know they're ready. I know we're ready. Atlanta, are you ready for some Guilty Gear Strive? All right, let's jump straight into it here. That's what I like to hear.
All right, like we said, 99 seconds, very volatile here. Chipp usually has to kind of concede space unless he's feeling kind of frisky. You can go for a dash up, you can go for some kind of options like that. But Rem has been a player who has been winning by being a little more aggressive here.
Yes.
Not necessarily in the like crazy Fukio 4 type of situations, more in the he's very proactive with how he presses, which inherently is already good against Chipp, but is going to make 99 even harder.
Yeah, absolutely, especially because Nagoriyuki is the scariest character to challenge at round start. If he just decides to go for the DP, you're going to lose over half your life in one confirmed there, but let's see what it's going to be.
Let's rock.
Roundstar gets the block, concedes the space, gets the 2K 2D, and off to the races. Marvelo, first hit already in the corner.
Plus frames off of that. Game of Blade, a great just block as well, but Rem is not letting up the pressure.
Right, broke himself up with a decent amount of blood here, gets whiff punished, and now with the Vortex beginning with the blood this high, not having access, especially with the fight out of it. Rem going to be sent through the wall here, still going to be alive though. Options limited because of the blood though.
Yeah, and a positive bonus here for Marvelo. Going to have a lot of mirror to work with. There is a beautiful whiff punish with the 5K. Going to be able to close out the first round just like that.
Yeah, good call outs from Marvelo there. Once you see him at that higher blood levels and you're able to press the advantage, might as well keep it up. Pedal to the metal, always the Chipp mantra.
Here we go, backing up, creating a little bit of space. Marvelo is trying to play that whiff punish game here against Rem. Is able to block the burst as well. We're going to get a lot of corner carry here.
Absolutely. We go straight into the barrage. Still push him through. Now with the shatter, positive bonus. Here we go, the win condition is set. Able to catch the backdash there with the 2H and extend the combo even further. 50 more meters, send him through again.
Unfortunately not going to kill because this super does do very little damage, but you get that hard knockdown once again to keep the pressure going. Gets the cross up as well with the spinning top, and that's going to be another round here.
That's one of the biggest things. Marvelo plays with that kind of confidence. You can see it in the way he goes for mix-ups there. He's not really afraid, and that was the second knockdown where he went for the same cycle of mix-ups in a row. He's kind of hitting Rem with the, like, all right, prove it. Show me that you have the answer to this. He went for the FD tap to get that extra space twice in a row.
This time, though, Rem starting off aggressive, gonna get the fight. It is party time, 2K2D, OGG. Why does it do so much damage, Proxy?
This is the Rem we wanted to see, though. Like I said, the strength of him and the reason he was beating people yesterday was because of his proactive plays here. He takes control and writes his own story. This is what you have to do in this match.
Absolutely, that is a perfect there in that first round. Chasing down with the Beyblade, trying to go for a fight again, and a really, aggressive burst there from Rem, but Marvelo is going to capitalize here.
Okay, try to go for the reversal, push away. Delayed Rekka's not going to work out, but gets the whip punish here. 50-meter available, and he still goes for the reset. Nagoriyuki, obviously high guts. You gotta get your shots when you can.
That positive bonus is going to be huge here for Marvelo. Still sitting on burst, lets the Beyblade rock, but no, you are not going to 6K me. There's that 5P.
Far slash, tries to go for the Beyblade again, a little too far. 6P, not going to work. YRC blocked easily. Marvelo dialed in when it comes to the reads on these defensive options. He's had the right chance every time.
Yeah, now tied up here in rounds. Marvelo definitely wants to get that 2-0 lead here over Rem so he can set a little bit more comfortable, and that is one way to start.
60 round start into the block overhead. Not going to get much, but there we go. The chop. He'll stop for the anti-air. Look at what happened to his life.
Got caught backdashing is what happened.
Try to get the chop again. Preemptively looking for the 6P this time. Not going to work. And he's going to get knocked down once again. The mix-up continues. And again, Marvelo looking the same cross-up.
Gets the plus frames. Angles to the BRC there to catch the Fukio backwards.
BRC works out this time. Close flash. Not going to do too much else.
Great backdash there, though, from Marvelo to avoid the close slash. Gets the cross-up once again with a counter hit.
Blood, though. Gotta make the block something here. Trying to go for the pokes where he can. Marvelo finds the jump in. 5P. Not going to get anything else. Waiting for the burst. Marvelo does not bite.
Oh, a massive mortal counter here. Burst finally comes out. Rem has no more defense here, at least on the burst side of things.
50-meter, though. 50-meter means a lot in this scenario. Trey comes out. Tried to make him bait it.
Oh, the blood is just gonna wait forever, and there it is. Rem knew, just had to let go.
Marvelo, one more. You see it. He calls his shot. One more. He's playing really well.
A very comfortable lead, right? 2-0. It means that Rem is going to have to get that reverse 3-0 here if he wants to move forward on the winner side of the bracket. So, you know, Marvelo definitely feeling good, feeling comfortable here going into game number 3.
He was on his phone when he got 2K2 deep there, bro. And he bursts as well. Not going to work out for him, but unfortunately the combo was dropped.
There's the first aggressive burst to keep Rem locked down in the corner. Scores the counter hit immediately into the Uzumaki barrage. Believe it.
The wall, great situation here. Guaranteed block string. Catches the back edge for the second time. We've seen that scenario come up so many times, and Marvelo has consistently had the answer. Through the wall you go and into potentially the final round.
Yeah, Marvelo just looking unstoppable. That momentum is swinging so hard into his favor, and Rem has not been able to slow it down at all, but that is a stop sign right there with that GP.
Absolutely. Honestly, low damage for that starter, too, which is crazy to say, but there we go. The double 6H put him through the wall. One, and time for guess for game.
Oh, great call out, though, on the Fukio forward.
Finally repping the answer here. Goes for the clone. Pressure's on.
Getting in level 3 blood now. Clone's not an option, or else you are going to pop again.
Okay, charge Gus. Trying to get maximum damage out of this combo here. Clone for the plus frames. Oh no, found the overhead. Didn't get the reset though. One more opportunity.
Dangerous position. There's the YRC still holding on to that burst. And just a bad DP coming out for Marvelo, getting a little too angsty there.
I like the idea, though. You have 50 meter. If it actually hits, you've got a great situation there. A good attempt. Now the burst from Marvelo. Great timing on that. Actually corners him, but Rem's still fighting out.
And Rem already in level 3 blood. You see he's throwing out that Q as the preemptive button. There's the burst coming out. Mukio forward trying to gain some ground.
Yeah, even after an amazing burst timing there from Rem, Marvelo still finds a way to keep the aggression going. Nice block on whatever side that was. It goes for the reversal.
Hold up. Not going to work out here. Marvelo going to go for the huge punish.
Double alpha blade. Does pretty well here. Touch up the sweep. Nothing else. 6K a little too far.
Oh, dash up 5K from working out so well in this matchup. Just a really quick option.
Oh, it hits him with the one-time mix for the end. The Alpha Blade goes through, and Marvelo with the pop-off. Very well played. He's able to lock it down 3 games straight. Incredibly well played from the Chipp from Florida.
Absolutely, and Rem was really starting to gain ground though there towards the end. If that set could have gone on any longer, it could have looked very different.
Absolutely agreed. Like I said, when I was watching Rem play yesterday, the biggest thing was, and it was in the rounds that we saw him win, it was the same thing. When he is the one dictating the pace, it was going really, really well. So in the loser's bracket, that's what we want to see from him. He's got to be the one setting the tempo here. You cannot be following the rhythm of another drummer, man. It's not going to work. Not in Strive. This game it's too volatile for that.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. But Proxy, we have another incredible match coming up next. Let the people know who's coming on the stage.
Solstice is going to be the next one up here. So Ramlethal is going to be coming through to face off against MFCR, which, as I've said already, are once this weekend, which I will say again, huge shout out to MFCR, obviously recently sponsored by 9 Moons. Congratulations, and an amazing pickup. I can't believe he lasted this long unsponsored.
And that 9 Moons pickup has really lit a fire underneath him because he has gone without dropping a single game so far tonight throughout this bracket. With not tonight, this weekend, actually. 3-0 all the way from start to this top 8, and you know he's going to want to carry that all the way into grand finals.
Yeah, but doing it against Solstice is a tall task. Not only just versus Solstice, who is an incredibly strong player, but doing it against Ramlethal in general, which is so difficult as Leo. I do think this matchup is another one of those ones where it can kind of go down the middle. If I personally had to give it somewhere, I would say probably slightly Ramlethal, just because of the range disadvantage that MFCR will sometimes find himself in. But both of them have such good pressured mix-up strings that it's really one of those super volatile first hit decides a lot.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's also a matter of how is Solstice going to deal with the flash kick, right?
Yeah.
Of course, flash kick is an incredibly powerful tool for Leo, but in the hands of MFCR, it becomes something else entirely.
Different. He's different. Honestly and truly, he is. We say it all the time. He has the highest percentage of good DPs I think I've ever seen from any player. And it's not one of those ones where it's like, oh, if you throw enough darts, you're going to hit a bullseye eventually. Like, it's like his percentage is like over 50%, which is unbelievable for just like ripping DPs.
Yeah, and you know, everyone knows about the sidekick Daigo DP, right?
Bro, it's the MFCR DP.
The MFCR flash kick is what it is.
Oh my god, dude. But yeah, well, the stability of Solstice facing off against the aggression, honestly. I had an unfiltered aggression of MFCR.
Yeah, of course, but we are going to jump into a button check here first, make sure everything is locked in. And Solstice, of course, we mentioned how good Solstice is in Strive with Ram. Solstice also incredibly proficient with Ram and Exert as well.
Yep.
So the ability to be able to play both of the characters who have similar game plans but are executed wildly differently here. It mixes me up, I know that.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what we were talking about before. We said it. It's like, it doesn't really have any bearing in Strive, but like, man, it is incredibly impressive to be able to play the same character in multiple games and not have it mess with your muscle memory. That is just like, as an aside, like, that is kind of nasty.
Yeah, and Solstice placing really well in Exert today as well, just before coming into this top 8.
Absolutely. I mean, so if Solstice shows up to a tournament in Rev 2, it's top 8.
Yes, guaranteed.
But here we go. It's going to be the expected match of Ramlethal facing off against Leo. Solstice and MFCR. Oh, this is going to be a tough one. I don't know if I'm ready.
The round start is really going to be interesting here. I would imagine that MFCR would be a little bit more aggressive, but I could see Leo just waiting to see what Solstice is going to do.
It's hard against Ram, right? I mean, Ram is one of those characters where, I mean, I feels like the default layer 1 is just like, I'm going to press 5S, what are you going to do about it, right?
Exactly.
So, but a lot to unpack for sure, but we'll see how they handle it. Honestly, the biggest thing is going to be how they both deal with their first knockdowns here. Ramlethal obviously not having too good of a reversal until she has access to that super, but Mordobato, best super for a reason. It is incredible full reversals, and the damage it represents skews risk-reward like some other characters really can't do.
And deceptive range and deceptive active frames as well. Sometimes you think it's over and you can rush in and punish it and you get blown up.
Get destroyed! Oh my god, here we go though. Round start, Solstice going to take priority. Good punish off. Just blocking the first run through his throat, crucial.
Yeah, that is definitely going to set the pace of this match. And MFCR knows he's not going to be able to get away with those free run throughs here.
Again, close loss in the second one, but there's the DP first, successful one. If you can, make sure you keep track at home.
All right, 2K2D into the first hit there of the Rekka. I love the way that Solstice is giving up space. They're just trying to force MFCR to overextend, but there's the beautiful run up 2K.
Oh, again, not letting that go for a second. Has not even been a selectable option from MFCR so far. Punished every time.
Yeah, there's a hard knockdown. Goes for the max range there on the JS.
Hey, gets him again there with the punish.
5D straight to the 2H. Into the back turn. Overhead's going to land, but the burst finally comes out from Solstice.
And that is one of the greatest strengths of Leo, is the burst range he can attack from. That little dash forward into the 2D buys so much space and rep so much pressure here, especially when you have the meter to be able to back it.
A great just block there on the run through, but no punish. MFCR working on the spacing as well, able to backdash out of the range of the heavy slash. But slowly getting walked to the corner here, and that's not where you want to be. A nice 5P press to get out.
Zero hesitation. I love the punish there. She's up, able to go for cross up. Leo had trouble opening people up, bro. Gotta keep it going here. Gets the close slash.
Oh, and there's the RC upwards there, trying to create a little bit more pressure and a bit of a mix-up. In these 5P anti-airs, MFCR is so good about them forcing the burst out of Solstice.
Okay, look for close slash afterwards here. Still trying to get what they can. I love the little car forward there with the fireball, but it doesn't get too much here. Backdashes and he pushes 2H. Oh, dude.
Hell of an anti-air.
What a stop! And that was on backdash. Solstice was already backdashing. Okay, in the close slash though, able to get the counter hit, tries to go for the run through. Nice block on it this time though, not gonna fall for it the second time.
Aggressive burst though from MFCR, trying to keep Solstice locked down in the corner. Solstice fighting their way out. There's the RC. Should get a lot of carry off of this.
Absolutely. Definitely goes for the record. Close slash. Crouching heavy, nothing really else. Afterward, gets the counter hit, and off the juggle. Should be more than enough here. Goes for the lasers. Having the laser super as an option too, not only to break through guts, but to do extra damage. Because Mordobato does less when you don't have your swords.
Yes, absolutely, and it calls the swords back when you do the laser super. Oh, but just this dash forward, contesting with the 5P. I love the way that MFCR is utilizing 5P here. Tries to go for a 6P. Solstice. Again, checking with the 5P at every available opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, these delayed recs not working out from Solstice here. Counter hit goes to reverse and break out of the pressure here. Nice jump over from Solstice. Bravery. Rewarded with a throw.
Dangerous position to be in the corner for MCR, sitting on a lot of meter though, tries to go for the super jump air dash, but it's put right back in.
3 for 3 so far on these reversals. Fast RC to get over, to get the punish, finds the throw, the windshield wipers to close it.
And here we are, tied up 1-1 now in our winner semis.
And again, first game MFCR's lost all tournament long. I was the first person to get a game on MFCR.
Here we go, pressure in the corner. A nice JH though to get out.
4 for 4, rips it again.
Oh no, unfortunately the 2H link hitting a little too far forward there. Sending Solstice behind him, able to get the throw, goes into back stance.
Okay, just block on the record there. Still didn't find the open up. Solstice making magic on these confirms.
Yeah, incredible routing here, but there's the burst coming out immediately once Solstice throws the sword.
Runs underneath, gets the 5P, tries to go for the throw in his reset for his troubles there. Amazing stuff from Solstice going up around now. 2-1, looking on the barrel of it here.
Creating a little bit of space. The moment they try to rush in, they get hit, but there's that IAD back JS, such a strong tool for ramp. Safe jump in, keep this pressure locked on and the swords are sent out.
Again, throws it, even after the just block too. And getting even more aggressive here. MFCR getting rushed down a little bit here and trying to take the turn back. Does get the counter hit, finds the knockdown.
Solstice sitting at 100 meter. Drops the record there, tries to do the RC to keep the pressure going. There's the 2D straight to the red Roman cancel, forces the burst out of Solstice.
Windows there with the RC, gets the 2K 2D, burst comes out. MFCR on his last leg here, tried to go for the 2D. Solstice with the nod, knew the spacing was correct, and a little bit of an overextension there from MFCR, that 2D.
Yeah, Solstice has really been on point with the spacing here, right? That is the main thing. Solstice is stopping short before the far slashes, before the heavy slashes, before the guard counters as well.
That Tikto happens again. Punish, finds the overhead.
Sticking out that 2K there, able to get something started, but an IAD out, and Solstice is going to escape and get a huge reward for it as well.
The damage here goes into the lasers. Gonna break through the wall, get a safe jump if they so choose. MFCR for sweeter though.
5K push forward, gets the fast 5D. Straight into back turn, crosses to the other side.
Again, wakes up with the super though, amazing stuff. Solstice breaking out the first real reversal we've seen from them all set long.
YRC into dash up, close flash. MFCR still has burst on deck, but is probably not going to spend it for this round.
At this point, it feels impossible to even use it efficiently, but finds the missile drop kick. Takes it with the 2D.
Alright, here comes the DP, gets the hard knockdown, crosses to the other side, overhead this time.
Okay. Low again, Solstice, nice footsie, but again gets answered. Low, PRC blocks the first, unfortunate. It wasn't even, but he gets out! He's out, Solstice gets it again though.
That's right, MFCR, calm and cool, still able to take control of the situation. Really good press out there from Solstice.
Solstice is in a great position to make this comeback here. 50-meter vertical pressure. Look at the risk gauge here. Next hit's going to decide a lot. MFCR going to have to choose to spend burst or not here soon.
Goes for the IAD out, tries to harass with the 2P, and Solstice is going to have none of it. There's the windshield wipers and the burst.
Okay, so at minimum, we got the burst. A good situation here. Solstice was capable of coming back and unfortunately gets the closeout here. Game 5, Solstice. I kind of was rooting for the comeback there. I was looking kind of sick. Was really in it.
I know I want to see a final game, final round here. And we are poised to be in that position. Game 5, Solstice versus MFCR. Great adaptation from both players here.
Go. Ooh, yay! Yo, the back hitbox. Her jacket is stiff.
Right, there's the run through. Trying to harass with that overhead, knocking on Heaven's door.
7. We're like, come on, dude.
Nice block of the first! Axe kick is going to work this time, sending Solstice through the wall and giving MFCR that positive bonus.
Great throw there. I think actually threw the DP on that situation. Punish. That time is blocked, but 50 meters spent.
Goes to the RC, able to close out the round. MFCR now sitting at set point.
Oh, I love the patience there. The beginning of the round was so good from Solstice. Gets the anti-air, forces the burst. I love this here. If Solstice can stifle this momentum, they have an amazing situation here. MFCR spent that burst purely for momentum.
Delayed the Zerker slash there, able to get the hit, along with the hard knockdown from the tumble.
Overhead again, not enough to kill. Look at the meter though. Solstice still in this.
Solstice lowers on the dashboard, checking with that 5K. Oh, 2H there. Interesting choice from MFCR, and the chip damage is going to do it. MFCR will take it 3-2 and move on in the winner side of the bracket.
Yeah, incredibly well played. And like we said, first games he lost all day. Solstice coming up to the challenge here. Going to be sent to the losers, but more than capable of continuing this run. One of the better players that we see in and out, online, offline. Consistency counts, and Solstice shows it off.
Yeah, absolutely. Already so many great matches this top 8. There he is waving at the camera. You know MFCR was feeling good about his performance this weekend.
Absolutely. I mean, he's just one of the cheeriest guys. I always say this, and it's so true in a lot of fighting games, is the people that are the nicest people outside of the game play like they're so rude in game. And MFCR is the best example of that because, man, he's just like, he rips DPs, he finds the craziest stuff. He's one of the Leos that uses Power Bomb pretty actively. But then after the game, he's like such a nice guy. You're just like, man,
that's one of the reasons.
So wonderful. I hate this.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why every Potemkin player is just a really nice person to be around.
Hey,
right?
well, thanks, man.
But except for you.
Well, all right, listen, next match that we're going to be going to head up and see is going to be Hotashi returning up to face off against Crooked here. Crooked is another player who has played exceptionally well this weekend. Had a couple big wins on their way to this spot and have continued to shine. Hotashi, a name that doesn't really need introduction. I mean, has taken down Evo, a long-time Guilty Gear player, and has continued to be dominant through the life of all the Guilty Gears he's played.
Yeah, I mean, his accolades just pile up over and over. Oh, we got the shuffle there. Getting ready, warming up. Remember, this is the loser side of the bracket, so unfortunately one of these players will be eliminated from the tournament. But you can see they're both pumped up and ready to go here. Oh, button check? He's saying no. He's saying, I don't need to.
He said, I don't need to. He said, I've never checked buttons in my life. Oh,
you can check them right there in the character select.
We'll see it, though. This is what I like to see from Cricket, though. He's got the headphones on. He's got his music playing. He's hyped. He's pumped. Trying to keep himself together. This is what I really, really like. This is the kind of confidence you have to have. We talk about it all the time, especially for fighting games, this type of genre. Whether you think you can, you think you can't, you're right. You have to have that mentality. If you think that you're beaten, you absolutely are. You have to stay in it mentally. And Crooked is looking really, really good here. I love that carefree nature. This is my favorite type of player to get to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, both of these players, kind of showmans, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it be in-game or on the camera, they both definitely like to show off and have a good time here. So I imagine whoever wins this, we're going to get a nice little pop-off.
I think that's one of the things that we talk the most about when it comes to Hotashi. Is like it's almost like his stand power is that if he talks to you in game and you talk back, you power him up.
Exactly.
It's like
just don't even look him in the eye.
I don't even know what the stand name is, but that's certainly its power. Like just don't ever respond when he's talking to you in the game. Oh man, but let's see it here. Very excited to get the Nagoriyuki mirror rolling here.
This is going to be a slobber knocker here between these two characters.
High flying, high powered, easy peasy. Cannot wait to see it.
And the round start situation is going to be incredibly volatile. A lot of the times you'll see both players do nothing just because of the fear of what could happen.
Absolutely, and sometimes you see them both DP trade, they both land on their back, and they wake up and go, bow up on each other. Oh my god. A lot to unpack here. Honestly, just let them do the talking.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Immediately at round start, Hotashi is trying to go for that big starter with the DP.
Okay. 5P, close slash after the Fukio, blood getting up for Hotashi, but getting that whiff punch actually might have saved the blood burst there.
Oh, here we go. Gonna go straight to the super. Are we far enough away? Yep. 6H, break the wall. There we go. Positive bonus on Hotashi's side, and Hotashi is being incredibly aggressive here in this matchup already off the bat.
Hotashi is another one of those players where he plays his best when he's setting the pace here. A lot of the times we see him get hit in weird ways when he's trying to make big reads. His strength is in the persistence of his offense for sure.
And you can see he goes for that early burst as well, knowing that you do not want to be on your back in the corner against Nagoriyuki. There's the close slash catching the backdash. He's going to be able to break the wall with the super this time.
That's a great situation here. Now he's going to gain a lot of blood back, like you said. Put him through the wall here. 50 meter for Crooked. Hotashi has advantage, but doesn't quite have the meter. Has to just take a small step forward. Not enough to kill, though.
The damage is dangerously close. But catching the backdash with the far slash series. Oh, but the trade with the toe tap, Hotashi is going to be able to take the first game here.
Yeah, coming in at neutral advantage, especially in a mirror match here, has a really exceptionally high volatility.
Duel 1.
Let's come through, straight back into it here. 1-0, Hotashi starts with the DP again.
I mean, it is a very high reward starter and puts you high up in blood. So if you like to play that high blood playstyle, it's a really good starter. There is a nice back throw from Hotashi, but Crooked is able to escape immediately.
Oh, is able to get the punch on the throw. Had already seen it with the BRC. Gets the 5K, no follow-up though. A little too far. And Hotashi, the 6-8 to take the kill. Nice stuff from Crooked.
Oh, he gives him the finger snap as well. Shades of Slayer.
Oh, okay.
This time, Crooked starts off with a DP and gets the big reward, forcing the burst out of Hotashi, but Hotashi immediately turning that momentum around, taking the burst there from Crooked.
Even on blood here, 5K's trade. Hotashi consistently pressing on that Beyblade, but he recognizes that it's 0.
Oh, goes for the fast RC. 6 would be enough. There it is. Decapitation there.
Ending it the same way the last round did too. Round 3, important for Crooked here. He goes a little more defensively. They both do, actually.
Goes for the DP. Staggered pressure here. Time harasses at 6K as well. But Crooked maintaining this pressure, catching the backdash once again.
Chooses not to spend his meter instead. Wants to use it for a mix-up here. Goes for the overhead. Nice block. Same brain cell again, but Crooked has just slight advantage there, and it's able to take advantage. Gets the game 1-1, and look, again, he's feeling it, and this is what we like to see. Bring that confidence.
And one thing you'll notice from both players is they're very proficient at catching each other's backdashes. That's where they're getting a lot of this pressure started, right? A lot of these combos started in the corner and even mid-screen, catching the backdash with the bar slash. And you're seeing a lot of 5P to catch the backdash, and then immediately going into close slash, right, to pick up and continue the combo.
Nagoriyuki.
Here we are, going back to character select. We're going to maybe change the music.
Just taking a second for himself here. Going to look through, maybe change the stage, maybe change the music, a little bit of a switch up here. Hotashi, this is the other type of energy that I appreciate. He didn't look too worried.
He's just lounging, taking a sip of that water there. Puts on Bridget's theme. Good choice.
I mean, that's one of the most important things in these games. Like we said, when it comes to mentality, is whether you're riding the wave or not, be in control. So let's see it. Woo! Sits up from his lounging position. He said, he can't lean back. Can't give him too much room.
No, no, no.
Duel 1.
All right.
Let's rock.
All right, bar slash is going to be the starter here. Hotashi with an explosive round start, getting that burst early as well.
Again, burst comes out, actually sends him in the corner with the YRC to break out.
The DP this time. Hotashi sitting at level 3 blood. There's the Kukio forward. IBFD.
Oh, the far slash ring again. Try to go for the bite, doesn't work out. Trade comes through. 2S the God.
Yeah, going right underneath that 5K that Hotashi put out.
DP round start. Trying to take one out of Hotashi. Look there, hit him with his own stuff. Not going to hit the bite though. Hotashi's going to get the side swap. Nice confirm.
And the wall break. No! But gets the air throw straight to the 6H. Still a lot of damage.
Okay. Goes slash into the 2S. Not going to work out. Back dashes and gets a whiff punish.
A little too far away. Same brain cell, but Crooked is the one who actually wins out in that situation.
Hotashi. Blood is going up, just barely able to get it down now. Trade comes out again. Crooked getting the better of these trades, but that is going to be a punish with a bite.
And Hotashi was fully aware of it there. You saw just walking backwards, knowing that Crooked was about to pop.
DP whip, still goes forward. Trade comes out with the 2S twice in a row, and the Beyblade from Crooked to win the interaction.
2S, both of them Beyblading.
I mean, if they go for the 2S again, you high crush it. So I like it. I like the idea. Low crush, rather.
Positive bonus here on Crooked side. Gets the DP. Still not enough to close it out.
We've seen that exact shimmy more than once. He hops up.
Ooh, a little bit of a pop off there, but it is not over yet. Still needs one more game to eliminate Hotashi from the bracket.
I always say, oh my God, I'm feeling it. The mood lighting? Oh. Come on, Dreamhack. It's unreal.
Wins.
Dude, I always advise against pop-offs where you stand up, though, because you know what you're setting yourself up for. I won't even say it. Everybody, you don't be careful.
Yeah, you don't want to pop off too early here. Especially against Hotashi, because that will just give him more energy.
Hotashi doing it again. The hat is off, headphones back on. Time to rock. Crooked ahead in this one, but hey, Hotashi gets the burst out of him right away.
And that is a very good start for Hotashi here. Crooked may be establishing some pressure, but he has no burst to handle now anymore.
Okay. Good forward, tries to go for the backdash here, trying to play defensively. Look at the blood. He kind of forced to, and now is getting exploited for it. Here's the super.
And just the patience you saw there, the micro patience from Hotashi, taking an extra second there before pressing any buttons just to see what Crooked was going to do.
Yeah, and at that point here, you just kind of have to hold FD and hope he doesn't chip you, but you saw Hotashi was committed to the chip there, buffering all the special moves.
Oh, we are going to get a huge starter here with the DP, carrying all the way to the corner and breaking the wall with the 6H this time.
Now we're guessing for game here. Gets the 6H. BRC's backwards. He's already in the middle of a backdash there. First has to come out. And now Crooked fighting off the ropes.
Oh, the BRC into the bite, threatening the mix between the low and the high. A perfect from Hotashi to take this to game 5.
All right. Both players taking a second for themselves here. Hotashi, a little sip of water. Gotta stay moist. You're welcome.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I'll give you that one.
Duel 1.
Here we go. Final game between these two. I love that little back up there from Crooked. Tries to go in aggressive afterwards. Doesn't get too much. Hotashi takes back advantage all the way to the corner, but the burst comes out.
Back up against the wall. No burst to save you. Crooked's going to have to figure out how to escape from here with no meter. Oh, backdash to the clone, but it's going to get punished for it.
Start, went for the Beyblade right away, finds the bite. All of a sudden, Crooked looking down the barrel of his top 8 life here.
And Hotashi just committing to starting here with this DP at round start. There's a good call with the 5K from Crooked.
Oh, the DP gets punished by the throw. Tries to go for the shimmy, gets 2 extra troubles. The burst doesn't work.
Red Roman cancel. Knocks him all the way into the corner, staying just at the tip of far slash range there.
On the bite, party time.
Over the throw after the clone. Hotashi able to land a bite of his own and has so much gear to work with. There's the 5D, but the wall break saves Crooked's life.
Meter. UFC forward. Aye, the whip punish. He gets him with the dash back. Beyblade. The pop-off comes through, the jacket comes out. He says, I'm feeling a little hot right now, man.
An incredible set between these two players. Beautiful adaptation there on Hotashi's part to take it.
So you saw that? Whoa! Oh my god.
Popping off at the camera as well. Spikes the hat down.
Oh man, an amazing set between those two. Exactly what you like to see. Oh, dude, the two players that are really in it, right? They have that kind of mentality. They're very excited to be in it. Crooked, my first time hearing the name, definitely not the last time. Very excited to get to watch you play again, but Hotashi will be the one moving forward.
Yes, absolutely. And on the other side of the losers bracket here, we're going to be having Kizzie Kay versus Scambolini. Another great matchup.
Scambolini. Listen, Scambolini, if you haven't seen, again, I said it before yesterday, I'll say it again. I mean, shouts to St. Cola, inspirational, man.
Yes, incredibly.
Scambolini shows off Kai's potential, but he shows off the wilder side of it.
Yep.
A lot of people think of the character safe, solid, stable, trying to play those footsies, get 50 meter, slide on in. Scambolini plays like he's got the meter at all times, man.
All I need to tell you is on stream yesterday, we did get to see Dragon Assault happen and win.
And win.
That's all you need to know about Scambolini.
That's the boy Scambolini. Yeah, but facing off against Kizzie Kay, there's the potential for a mirror match here.
There is.
Which Scambolini has already won the mirror match this weekend. Flash Metroid actually went into the match with Scambolini and played Ram, lost 2 games and switched to Kai. And Scambolini was still able to clutch it up over him. So very clearly already experienced in the Kai match, having games over players like Flash, obviously a world-class player. So Kizzie has some soul-searching to do here, has the potential for other characters, but I definitely do think Mr. Kiske is going to be
That is an option, but Chipp is also in the cards as well, right?
This guy has a nasty Chipp.
He's got Chipp, he's got Kai, he's got Soul, and he even has a Zato. Kizzie can play many different characters in this game.
I haven't been tuning into Kizzie streams enough, apparently. I haven't seen the Zato.
Yeah, you're not subscribed? You kidding me?
Listen, I'm in and out here and there, you know. You gotta put me on blast like that? Come on, bro. No way.
Sorry, he's got headphones on. He can't hear you.
But obviously an incredible content creator, incredible player. He is just a staple of the fighting game community here. Did very well in KOF this weekend as well. I think he also did exceptionally well in Rev 2.
Yes, absolutely. Placing top 8 in all of those games this weekend. But here we go. Oh, I see a Soul bad guy and a Nagoriyuki. This is definitely a button check for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see how it works out for the two. Like we said, bolini very volatile. I mean, I saw some memes last night of people posting, kind of trolling around with him. Man, he is another player that is worth noting how good he is at landing DP.
Oh, for sure, especially with Kai. That is a risky DP to throw out.
Yeah, but he finds the STP like it's a job. Like, it's really, really exciting to watch. Like we said, the button check coming through. I mean, Kizzie may be alluding to what he's picking here. He does have.
I mean, that's Kai.
That's Kai good guy.
That's just Kai good guy. They got the earrings on.
Absolutely. But we are going to have the mirror match here. Kizzie in the signature blue. bolini going to be rocking the black jacket with the gold. Woo! I love Kai. I'm not going to lie to you.
Best colors in the game,
Kai.
The king of honesty, the king of neutral here.
Listen, we keep saying king of honesty, and I keep debating it. It's been first Ajax, shouts to the homie, then you. Y'all got to stop. Take the cap off, jobber.
I'm not wearing a hat.
Duel 1.
Here we go. First round of the first game here. Able to get 2K2D, finds the knockdown and the counter hit. But was waiting for a burst there, it looked like.
Absolutely. Counter hit // is going to force the burst out of bolini, though. An attempt at a whip punish, unfortunately not able to get it. Here we go, run up 2S, straight into the 2H here. Kizzie with good positioning here in the corner. I love the PRZ backwards there, trying to bait something out.
And I love bolini using Stun Dipper to try and punish the actual bait. That close slash for the OTG, trying to go for the 5K. Love that 2H as well. Good pressure so far. Trying to keep corralled, and the people's elbow will do just that.
There's the DP out of the corner, though, from Kizzie immediately into a fireball. Red Roman cancel, tries to go for a bit of a cross up there, but too early. Oh, miss based on the Stun Dipper, is going to get tossed as well as bolini takes the first round.
I was really unfortunate too, because the just block into the punish there was actually sick, but unfortunately didn't quite work out for him there. First round down, bolini finds the knockdown and goes up for the throw. Kai, obviously the best grappler in the game.
For sure, but there's that 6K, because he gets hit by it. bolini isn't able to get anything started. Locks it down in the corner, massive starter.
Ggst wasn't applied though, wasn't able to get the full confirm here. Goes for the heavy fireball, taps the dust, sends him on his way. Ride the lightning.
Oh, and he's feeling himself. There's the thumbs up to the crowd. I love how animated the players are here tonight.
ATL showed up. Everyone that's here at Dreamhack Atlanta has just been, like you said, from Tekken 2, same thing. Everybody was bobbing up and down. I love to see it, man.
Oh, nice little // punish there from Kizzie. Able to escape the corner, getting over that 6H.
Got to dash up for the close slash, looking hard. 2H!
Oh, and able to combo to the other side. Gets the OTG also with the 5K into the dash cancel.
Yeah, 5K is actually really, really good in the mirror match too, being able to bait out that stun, the reversal, but there's the 2K2D. Same brain cell, but bolini's got the meter to back it.
Kizzie's spending that burst immediately here to keep bolini in the corner, knowing he was going to go for the side swap. Stagger pressure here with the 2S, waiting for that Stun Dipper, but bolini is not going to spend the meter here.
Okay. Charges the dust, a little bit extra damage here, not up to kill. Sticks to the wall, maybe not quite a pixel, and look at the meter for Kizzie Kay.
Able to score counter hit though. There's the RC up, trying to go for some burst safe routes. Are we going to see the super? No, too far away to get the 6H. So unfortunate, and there's the Stun Dipper.
50 meter, why not? I love the decision there. Goes for the fast RC afterwards as well. Had it on deck, trying to look for the chip. 2H is punished for the 5S. Kizzie went into footsies, but he said footsies don't matter too much here. Take this 2H. Look at the damage.
Oh, and the 5K goes to the dash cancel. Gold burst comes out from Kizzie. Stun dipper once again, back and forth.
Brave 2P there. Finds it again. Amazing 2P.
He's enough over the fireball there, straight into the stun dipper. Kizzie should be able to break the wall. No, instead decides to keep the corner. I like that a lot with the heavy fireball.
Yeah, very good decision for sure. Baits out the 2H. Scambolini's going for it quite often. And that is part of why 5K is such an incredible knockdown tool. If you time it correctly, it is I believe it's a 4-frame safe meaty.
I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. But there is a pretty good whiff punish with 5H there right at round start. Out the 5K, gets the counter hit 2H. Full confirm here.
He finds counter hit 2H more than I think I've ever seen anybody.
Ooh, Fludrayark actually going to beat out the stun dipper this time. Gets the OTG. Too far away to get that hard slash punish. It gets caught pressing in the air.
5K, 5K, very nice.
Oh, right into Ride the Lightning here. Gonna be able to push for the wall break. Hard knockdown, positive bonus for Kizzie, about to build up even more meter.
Ooh, look, a sick 5K. Goes for the RC, is going to be able to cash out on a Kizzie Kay. Gonna even it up 1-1. Scambolini had some meter, but never really found an opportunity to get to spend it there.
Yeah, incredibly unfortunate, but now we are tied up 1-1.
Oh, Footsie's in my guilty gear.
That's what you get with Kai, he's honest.
Not quite gonna work out here. Firewall game going strong. Kizzie first to get the advantage.
Oh, the 5P anti-air is able to bait out the burst as well. Look at the damage here. Doesn't even have to break the wall, maintain that positioning, but there's that DP you were talking about, Proxy.
Bro, 5K meaty. Look at that hitbox, so active as we get sent to the wall so hard.
And Ride the Lightning has the best corner carry in the game. And
Time 5K is broken. It's so unbelievable the way this move gets used and how effective it can be.
Always has been.
You hit with the astronaut?
There's the trade with the far slash, Scambolini taken to the skies. Nice punish on the Fludrayark this time, but runs straight into that SDP.
Flip kick from that spacing was safe there, got the counter hit. That's what we like to call fluff enough. Very nice to slide underneath the fireball.
With the heavy stun edge pressure once again. Scambolini's giving up the corner, gets tossed right back.
Glowing red. You know what I want, Kizzie. Spends it on a PRC instead. Way better spending of your meter.
Oh, and the 5K so unbelievably active and meaty. Scambolini gonna go up 2-1. Okay, maybe this character isn't honest.
Bro, listen! Come on! Here we go. Straight back in. 2-1. Scambolini goes for the flip. Gets the burst out. Goes for the new route. Very nice to find himself a knockdown here. Broken through the wall. Positive bonus. Shock state applied.
There's the burst out for Scambolini. Beautiful pickup though from Kizzie. Stun dipper. That's the scum dipper, Proxy. JH misses the DP.
Oh no. That
wow.
was super degenerate.
And comboed into the DP afterwards. Scambolini now sitting here at set point. Kizzie Kay up against the ropes, and there's a massive starter here for Scambolini.
Delays too long though, doesn't actually get the hit. Punish comes through, back and forth. Thunderbird doesn't work.
Oh, but the dash up throw there after the 2H goes to the OTG. The pressure locked on in the instant overhead with the BRC coming through. Unfortunately, doesn't get the confirm.
Trying to go for the jump over, 5P, very nice. The meter, plenty of time here, slows it down. Punishes the stun dipper. Scambolini a little too aggressive there on the call out. Rise the Lightning, send him through. Positive bonus, great situation.
He's gonna get a safe jump here, gets the overhead, and Kizzie staying in it.
One round apiece. Both players are going to get burst here. It's more if than when. Nice punish.
Right with the tip, catches the backdash as well, using that 5H to bounce him into the air.
Oh, close flash actually beats the backdash there. Thunderbird doesn't quite connect. No punish though. 2S. Nice delay.
ggst into the 6K, backdash into create some space, trying to force Kizzie to whiff.
Kizzie has been pressing 2P so far in this game, and it's hitting every time.
Has a 100-meter, but only has to spend all of it. Just goes for the style points there. We are going to game 5.
Gives you a little shake of the head, a little adjustment of the glasses here. Final game, and we are going to character select just to have a second for ourselves. Not expecting a character swap from either player here, but we are going to go with the purple jacket. Fashionable.
Going to put on Roar of the Spark as well for the true Kai mirror match.
All right. Here we go. Final game. You can see they're both feeling it, both excited. And man, so am I.
I'm absolutely feeling it too, Proxy. This has been an incredible tournament and an incredible top 8 so far, and there is still plenty more going forward.
All right, a lot riding on this one game here, and it could be over in a heartbeat, and that is a great example of how. Look at the 2-8 TP straight out of it.
Oh, the trades there. Scambolini going to throw out the heavy stun edge to try and cover some neutral.
Oh my god.
Still able to get the burst out there. Thought Scambolini was going to bait it for a second. Still jump over the fireball.
Okay, time to 5P. Not able to get too much else. Backs it off. Plus frames, very plus. Gets the pickup again. Ride the lightning. Kizzie Kay. Potential final round.
Threatening to eliminate Scambolini from the bracket here. Just needs one more. Gonna start off with that 5K into the 2D. Just a run up, heavy stun edge, keeping the pressure up.
All right, spends his meter to go backwards here. Throws the heavy fireball, extends it even further. Nice use of the DP. Deny. It is enough.
In a perfect, an exclamation point on the end of that set. Kizzie moving forward in the bracket. What a set.
Dude, and huge shouts to Scambolini for playing so sick the whole time. Kizzie says business as usual. Walking himself out of here. Very nice stuff.
Kizzie came to collect, all right?
Yes, he did. I mean, like we said, placing incredibly highly in so many different games throughout the weekend. That is an FGC talent for sure. And someone that we're going to continue to see for a very, very long time. Until he chooses to stop competing, he will continue to be in these top echelons.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter what game either. Kizzie is a multi-game champion here, consistently placing in top 8 if he decides he wants to pick up a game.
Absolutely. But we appreciate you all again for joining us here for Dreamhack Atlanta as we continue to press through Guilty Gear Strive. Tekken has already happened. I believe Smash is happening right now as well. And I'm very excited to bring you all the next match, and this one is one that I've been waiting for a while.
Absolutely.
Because this is the run back.
Yeah, it is. Rem versus Hotashi here. Now tell us how this went down the first time, Proxy.
First time, 3-2 last hit kind of scenario here. They had a very good set. Hotashi ended up going on Twitter talking about how he wasn't really happy with how he played overall, and hopefully he can clean it up to the standards that we know that he has. He has high standards for himself because, I mean, when you're a player of his caliber, why wouldn't you, right?
Yeah, absolutely, and this is the chance to get that redemption, right? But Rem has been playing incredibly clean so far today, only taken down just recently by Marvelo.
Absolutely. So, we'll see how it works out for him here. Getting our little close-up, you know, we're getting a little involved with our players. We love to see it. But the mirror again, a match that we see quite often. I know that a lot of people, you know, oh, Nagoriyuki mirror. I think that this is one of the most fun matchups to watch just because when you watch super high volatility characters, especially when their volatility, if you overextend it, starts to limit their movement, the amount of like math the players have to do on the fly and the calculations that go on to be able to I guess, limit the way that they're offensive is one of the most fun things to watch.
Yeah, it is incredibly fun, and if there was one word to describe the Nagoriyuki mirror match, it is absolutely violent. This is just a violent mirror match.
Violence for sure.
And it's interesting because we talk a lot about in Guilty Gear, in past Guilty Gear games as well, that characters have a hard time dealing with their own tools. And that is what makes mirror matches so incredibly interesting to watch, right?
Yeah, and there's more than one way to play this, right? I mean, you can go for the reversal situations where you're rushing down, trying to go for the bites often, look for that As we always say, party time starts when the bite comes through the corner, right? Or you can play that kind of style where you rush to 2 blood, play that heavy footsies, and try and prevent your opponent from ever really getting access to their stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Nagoriyuki is a perfect example of player expression here.
They're really about to express some hands. I'm excited. Very excited as always here. Ram, like we said, already has won this set once. See if he can do it twice in a row. Hotashi can avenge himself.
Well, I would hate to be having to go up against Hotashi again after winning once, because Hotashi is incredible at adaptation. So let's see how much he has adapted between then and now.
Oh, you know he's watched your set 6 times. But he didn't watch the 2S. Check your feet. Very nice. Gets the burst out. Trade comes through, and Ram with the confidence and able to win out of that situation. Gets another counter hit on Hotashi.
Oh, there's the backdash on the bite attempt, getting the throw. A wake up BRC into bite. Rem just let it all hang out.
But BRC's backwards here. Blood continuing to build up here. Goes for the double Fukyo. He's going to pop.
Oh, and all of that work might slip through his fingers here.
He makes the burst. 2S though. Rem swinging it out and winning the round. What a high-powered first round.
Oh no, the GP there at round star, but it actually knocks Hotashi to the other side here. There's the 6K as a frame kill.
Double Fukyo though. Now the blood looking a little risky here. Gets the bite. Hotashi push that advantage.
BRC, a bit of a trade. Rem able to fight their way out slowly but surely, but there is the gold burst from Hotashi.
Okay. Down a little bit. Try to backdash the 5K. Not what you want to see in the mirror match. Because, I mean, Nagoriyuki himself, while he does have a very good backdash, is immaculate at killing people for backdashing.
Yeah, and not only that too, Nagoriyuki does have a big backdash, but that can come back to haunt him in certain ways, right?
Absolutely. Especially with active buttons like 5K, like you said in the mirror.
Alright, there's the OCG. Rem starting off with the life lead, but Hotashi immediately going right back in to establish this pressure.
Ooh, lets the whole string rock this time. Goes for the fully charged 5D.
Gonna break the wall with 6H. No, let's attack off the wall to get the anti-air flow slash.
Still alive though. He has the meter. Round start, gets the 5H. Nothing else. Beyblade through. Nice punish, Hotashi.
He says, I'm sorry.
No, we never apologize in war.
He looked at him and said, I'm sorry.
Fight it out. Fans himself off. Here we go. Next round. So maybe take the jacket off if you're overheated, son. Come on.
All right, there's the bite. First gold burst, in fact, coming out for Rem. Gets a bite here as well. Very strong position. Gonna spend a lot of blood and a lot of meter.
I thought he was gonna bite again. Oh my god.
Oh, able to get the burst bait out as well. Breaks the wall with the 6H, not enough to kill. We're gonna send him to the conference room.
Oh my god. Giving him the corporation right now. Far slash is not quite gonna work out. Still gets the break through the wall though, send him back.
Oh, and the clone is gonna do it there. Hotashi just getting caught, not blocking.
Best projectile in the game.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Hey, finds the throw, very nice punish. And delays, kills him for a backdash. Oh, 6H.
Gonna get that positive bonus.
Trying to go for it, not gonna work out. 2S, very nice. Oh!
Yep, stops the second one short to go for the bite. It's the first time we've seen that this set.
Tried to finesse, but here we go. He is able to block.
And has the mirror to close out. Immediately goes into super the moment that Rem gets burst, so he can't even think about spending it.
I love the idea there. The presence of mind sends him through the roof. That's the best stage transition in the game. Sending him through the roof. Come on, bro.
Now they're on the front lawn of the White House here.
Push him into the fountain here. Tries to go for far slashes. Nice just block. Tries to go for the backdash. Immediately blown up for it.
Oh, but the bite once again coming out just a little too early. Hotashi is still stuck in that block stun.
Trying to do a TikTok challenge. See how many close slashes he can fit in one combo. Good God. Hey.
Bite's gonna land here this time. 2K just harassing. There's the BRC Fukyo backwards. I love that just backing up to create some space. Was letting that blood drain there, though, so they could pop with that Beyblade.
He made a huge miscalculation. He pressed down one too many times, but that should be the kill. So he gets to live to fight another day.
Hotashi going to be able to go straight into game number 3 here. That's 2-0 so far.
Once again, looking good from him. Rem, nodding of the head. Knows what he needs to get back in this. Is going to slow it down. He's going to head to character select. I like the idea here. Good situation as Hotashi tells the crowd to get it up.
Oh, but Rem wiggling the finger saying, no, no, don't you dare. You haven't won yet. He says, quiet down a little bit there, all right? He says, get into character select. We're not done here.
Oh,
I like that.
Okay, so here we go. Rem, I like to see it, like you said. I love to see it. Get himself in that. Gotta stay confident.
Nagoriyuki.
The mirror match is tough. You have to be tougher.
All I know is Nagoriyuki wins. That's it. 6-5 matchup.
I love 6-5 matches. All right. So, a little bit of a reset here. 2 games already played. Hotashi clutching them both up. They're both winnable, though. Rem's still in it. Hey, but maybe a little more out of it here after that kind of start. It has to spend the burst, but Hotashi does not let up for a second. Pedal to the metal. Well, he is. There's the initial decabs across the room. He is drifting on him right now.
Okay, but Ren not out of it yet. Unfortunately, the trade there is going to now put Hotashi at set point.
Big decision to make here at 99 seconds here. Rem tries to go defensive. Hotashi makes him bleed for it.
Oh my god, he is going to bleed a lot here. Breaks the wall with the triple slash. Half of your health is already gone, but there's a DP at the second round start.
Oh, 5D from max range here. Has meter already as positive bonus. The super comes out. Where does this leave us is the question.
This leaves us with a hard knockdown, a little closer to the other wall here. Hotashi has a massive advantage. Ren still sitting on some resources. And the burst is actually going to push Hotashi back.
Just wants to come out. Double Fukyo tried to go for the bite. A little bit of a shimmy there. 5K. Hotashi is able to win the run back. An amazing set between these two.
And they're hugging it out too. Incredible set. Hotashi able to move forward here in top 8. Still on the loser side, looking incredibly clean.
Yeah, really, really fun to get to see, like we said, not only the sportsmanship, but seeing these volatile kind of matchups play out. That is why we play Strive. We continue to play this game because this is what we like. We love to see them swing in and out, seeing these the violence, like you said, in these kinds of matchups like that, the brawl, these guess for game scenarios that we continually get to see. What a great situation.
You know, there are people who will talk about Strive's damage and how it's a little too high, how it's a little too volatile, but all I know is when I see that giant counter appear on the screen, neurons activate inside my brain.
Exactly.
I just smile, okay?
Yeah, put in the IMAX theater, hits with the screen turns. That's what I live for.
And I am living for this next match that is coming up as well with Solstice versus Kizzie Kay.
Man, this is one of those matches where you could this could be grand finals anywhere.
It could.
I know
it could be grand finals in Exert. It could be grand finals here in Strive.
And at any tournament, these two obviously traveling a lot. Both of them exceptionally strong players here to fight it out for the Southeast title here at Dreamhack Atlanta, trying to take home the lion's share of the prize pool. We'll see how it goes. And I just want to say, this stage is ridiculous. The production value from Dreamhack is so insane.
It's the lights, the crowd. You got the LEDs on there. Incredible. I mean, Dreamhack is not only just for fighting games either. Right next to the stage, you've probably heard them a few times. You have the StarCraft stage going on, and they're going absolutely crazy.
And it's one of the nicest things about these Dreamhack events is that they are really, honestly, and truly a celebration of esports of all kinds. So if you guys have not been to a Dreamhack, I couldn't recommend it higher. San Diego's coming up soon. You might have to come through.
Incredibly soon for all of you West Coast folks.
Here we go. The match is about to begin. They are just taking a moment to get themselves ready. Solstice and Kizzie, Ramlethal and Kai. In my short stint of playing Kai, this is one of my least favorite matchups personally, because I feel like a lot of the things you would standard like to do as Kai Ram is doing the same thing, and she is just whooping you.
Yeah, definitely doing it better here. I appreciate the music selection as well. Kiss of Death.
You know, we're getting a good diversity. We have a good group of people out here that are all picking different music. It's nice to hear different stuff here and there.
All right, let's see. Is this going to be a button check, or are we going to jump straight into it?
I mean, characters are selected, music is selected, both of them looking good. We'll have to see what it turns out. I believe we might just be headed straight into it.
We're about to find out at round start here.
Duel 1.
If they gold burst,
Let's rock.
that's a game.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
very nice.
There we go, just immediately getting that counter hit. /Solstice putting Kizzie into the corner, able to catch him and catch the burst as well. Unfortunate DP here. Solstice is starting off with huge momentum.
Okay, gets the sword back as well, blocks the DP. Solstice! Incredible start to this, able to take the first round down and maintain the burst.
Let's rock.
All right, but now Kizzie putting the pressure here, walking Solstice to the corner, backing up to try and create a little bit of space. There's the people's elbow, not going to hit anything.
One of the better 6 pieces in the game for sure. Nice on the jump in, gets the knockdown. OTG, nothing afterwards. Very nice block from Kizzie, but he loses out on the footsies right afterwards.
And there's that throw, goes to a jump, empty low this time.
Did you catch that? Did you catch that? Intentionally drops the combo to not damage the wall further to make sure the next interaction kills Solstice. You're just insane.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Right. Kizzie trying to show that it's not a big deal. Trying to put that elbow out, trying to stabilize this.
There it is, and Kizzie is trying to utilize that 6P here as a counter poke against those long swords from Ram. Staggers the fall there with JD to get the JK.
Okay, JS, very nice. From the knockdown, dashes up. It's 2S again, but doesn't quite combo. Inconsistency, and Solstice read the backdash, but still wasn't quite able to time it correctly and gets put on their back for it.
Still alive though, but the run-up throw in the whip 2P there. That was a beautiful placement from Kizzie just to force Solstice to think about waking up and blocking.
Okay, JD again, just to stall. I love these little timing mix-ups that Kizzie's starting to throw in, but Solstice, again, that's what we were talking about. You cannot play that standard Kai game. Footsies are not yours in this match.
Now, but the DP is going to allow Kizzie to escape from the corner this time. Back to mid-screen now. Kizzie just trying to fish for some pressure here, but there is that heavy slash, excuse me, the far slash.
2P, 6P. Comes afterwards, whipping out. Very nice with the standing H. Hey, counter hit, but not much of an extra confirm. Gets the counter hit there on the attempt at the flip from Kizzie. An overextension has turned this into Solstice's pressure.
Here we go, straight into the red roaming cancel. Gonna be able to get the wall break here, but it's not enough to kill. Kizzie still alive and nearly with 100 meters.
Read that they thought, they were thinking stun dipper, and I love the idea. Taps the dust, they're still in it, gonna break the wall again, and it's all ready or not! Here we go, burst available, plenty of meters. Solstice, look out for Wake Up Super.
Over the JH, trying to go into the JD.
Look at the chip!
The chip him out again if he decides not to. Oh, there it is! The air fireball does do the chip damage.
You're just gonna sit there like nothing happened. You just drag and install and win, Kizzie.
Duel 1. Let's
1-1.
Oh, but the 2K2D right off the bat there from Solstice, already putting Kizzie into the corner, and the swords are up.
Jump over. Solstice has adjusted to the timing here. He's not trying to swing in those scenarios anymore.
Oh, nice run of 6D there. Catching Kizzie in the air, forcing the burst out.
Not much else. Gets a jump in anti-air with 2S. Puts the wall, whips. I think that's in time.
Yes, it is. That whip is just to put him a little bit closer there as well.
Ooh, reacted there with the 5S already out. The slowdown helps out a ton.
That JH has been putting in a lot of work there whenever Solstice weaves it into pressure. That's going to be enough to close out this round with the 6H.
Yeah, definitely 2 for 2 on JSJD. It's been really working out. Unfortunately, missed the dash cancel afterwards, but still was able to maintain pressure. That's all that really matters in the end. Max distance 5S.
The double jump staggers the fall, but it's still going to get caught by the 6P anyway.
Good recognition. The 2K was going to be able to pick that up. A combo breaks out, not willing to take the corner pressure, finds the knockdown again. Spends the PRC, wants to try and cash out. I like that. Gets the burst.
but these 6 Ps have been so on point for Solstice in these last 2 rounds. Once again, keeping Kizzie locked down in the corner, but for how long?
Try that connection once again. Double 5K. Doesn't spend any meter. Had to be an error of some kind.
Oh, but the run-up throw is going to be able to do it. Solstice going to go up 2-1.
Ooh, and the deep breath out. Running in place. I know the feeling.
Duel 1.
Here we go.
Let's rock.
2-1 now, Solstice. Just blocking the one is very smart.
Kizzie creating a little bit of space, trying to counter poke there with the hard slash, able to get the 2K2D. And the massive starter forces Solstice to burst.
Strings come through. Gets the jump in. Has meter to spend. Choosing not to though. Gets the connection. Kizzie also going to hold on to the finish bar.
Maybe to his detriment here though. Solstice actually going to allow the combo to drop to keep Kizzie in the corner, and the 6P lands. There's the red Roman cancel. Is this enough to close it out? Not quite, but the DP!
And Kizzie actually, you saw the FD bubble, actually had time to block there.
Let's rock.
Gets the stun dipper, pushing here into the corner. Nice back dash, but gets caught by the forward slash.
Okay, 2P trade. The hit on that JD once again, like you said, pointing it out, it's so good and has been so consistently landing it.
There's the flip in, tries to go for low this time. Nice press out there from Kizzie, just avoiding the sword altogether. Gets the counter hit 5H.
Oh, nice. What an answer.
Oh, but these run-up 2 lanes from Solstice are really allowing him to just steal turns. Oh no, not able to get the kill. I'm sure the windshield wipers might have been able to do it, but the JS is going to beat out the stun dipper. Okay. Solstice is able to take it there, 3-1 in a great set.
Absolutely well played. Moving on up, Kizzie Kay, obviously well played for sure, placing so well in so many different tournaments this weekend. Congratulations to you on doing so well in Strive, but we have to move on. Solstice is going to be the one to move on forward.
Yeah, and Solstice just absolutely relentless in the corner with that rush down there from Ram. It was perfect to see.
So on the topic of Rushdown here, we have to let you guys know about one of the most exciting games up and coming. That is Rushdown Revolt here. It is the perfect blend of 2D fighting game mechanics coming into a platform fighter. It is high-powered, such good action. Top 8 was incredible this weekend, if you guys want to watch it. And it's an open alpha free on Steam right now, so make sure you guys go check that out. Some of the nicest art styles and some of the nicest gameplay. Dude, and it's just the sickest community. So make sure you guys check out Rushdown Revolt. It's a very good game.
You cannot beat free 99, so make sure to check it out on Steam. And you said nicest art style, nicest community, some of the nicest developers as well over there at the booth. You can talk to them all weekend here. They are super happy to show off their game.
Absolutely, and they're at everything, so you'll definitely get to see them soon. So make sure you guys check that out. But we are going to head on to the next game here, and it looks like we're going to be heading to winners. And this is one of those ones where I always have my little personal biases, because every commentator ever, don't let them lie to you, always has people that they're rooting for in their head, right? There's always the people. These are the 2 guys that I'm always rooting for, so to see them play each other, this kind of hurts.
It's true, but it is going to be Marvelo versus MFCR, both from Florida here, going to be putting in the work in this winners finals.
Absolutely, and both players have worked incredibly hard to make it to this point, to get into this winners finals. Again, like we said before, MFCR, the first time MFCR lost a game in this tournament was to Solstice a little bit earlier. So is playing honestly and truly some of the best Strive, maybe the best Strive I've ever seen him play, but Marvelo is coming in with a different kind of confidence than normal, because Marvelo is normally a confident guy.
Yes, absolutely.
But he's coming in, and we were talking yesterday, and he said specifically, he said, man, I think I can win this. And he's not normally that guy. He normally is like, I'm going to go up there, I'm going to do my best. He came to me straight up and said, look at him right there.
Yeah, there he is.
There he
Marvelo.
is right there. Hi, Marvelo.
He's not listening to us.
He's not listening. He came to me straight up and just said, I really think I can win this. This is a different kind of confidence from Marvelo than normal.
But I know that MFCR, of course, newly acquired for 9 Moons. He is definitely feeling himself this weekend here. This Leo play has been absolutely immaculate. And, of course, you have to look at Leo versus Chipp. no matter what the matchup is, if Chipp is on the other side, you have the damage advantage here, right?
Very true, and volatility always is a key thing with Chipp. And I've pointed it out before, and I will point out again that it's not the same style of Chipp that we've seen before. Here, we've moved on. We've gotten to the point now where a lot of people have their established play styles here. Marvelo, specifically, his staggered pressure is some of the best in the business, not just for Chipps, of any player in North America. He finds counter hits on these weird staggers with Rekkas, 2Ds in the most odd places. And he's great at kind of recognizing when it's time to go, right?
Yes, also incredibly proficient at whiff punishing, right?
Yep.
Will play that footsies game, will weave in and out, trying to force you to whiff a specific button just so he can rush in with that 5K and start getting the mix-up plan started.
Yeah, I mean, that's just one of the hallmarks of good Chipp play. We see it from Marvelo, we see it from Bean, we see it from all of the top-level Chipp players. That's the whiff punishing from max distance with these knockdowns, from being able to just... You see a button and you react with the dash macro almost like you would a normal, and you just run up on him. And it's so consistent. Chipp is so good for scenarios like that.
Yeah, I mean, he is the Godspeed Ninja, right? It says it right there in the character select. That's my president.
Let's see it, though. Very excited to get to see how these two play it out. Again, though, we are fighting it out for not only a huge prize pot for this tournament, obviously. I believe it was 5K for Guilty Gear Strive. Some incredible hardware here. Obviously, they're always doing the most from Dreamhack and be able to have these tournaments. Very nice medals. I don't have a medal for you. I've never had a medal, so I can't just pull one out and materialize it and show you. So.
Wow, you're just going to put yourself on blast like that in front of everyone?
The people deserve to know. He said, you're a loser.
But, I mean, the Guilty Gear action does not even stop here at Dreamhack because tomorrow we are having a brand new character reveal.
Oh, dude, please be Zappa. Please be Zappa.
Slayer.
I know St. Cola was saying it too.
Please be Slayer.
Please be Zappa. Oh, my God.
I know everyone out there in the crowd wants Slayer, too.
Yeah, okay. We don't want to know what the crowd wants if they want Slayer.
Oh, you know, Slayer is the people's choice, all right?
That's fair. I mean, and something you told me multiple times, I didn't think about it until you said it. Slayer has been playing Strive the whole time.
Exactly. So. He doesn't have traditional Gatlings. He does massive damage off of just random hits here. So Slayer would be a perfect fit into this game. But I was told yesterday that there is only room for one vampire in a Guilty Gear game.
Not if you add the Vampire Mansion, Jobber.
That is true.
A whole living situation.
Well, we're not getting to the stage with this one, so maybe it isn't Slayer. I don't know. We will all know tomorrow, though, and hopefully it will be a meta-changing character to shake things up in Guilty Gear Strive. Because Bridget was an absolute hit. But in terms of changing the meta, not making too much of a splash quite yet.
Can we talk about the meta real quick? Can we have a conversation about this? You know what's not in this top 8?
Happy Chaos?
No, none.
Yeah,
0.
Not to be seen.
The Happy Chaos made top 20. There were a couple in top 24, but none in top 8 of this tournament. And I don't think it's for a lack of players. When I was watching brackets, walking around, I was seeing the players playing out in the arena. There were a decent amount of Happy Chaoses out there, just not quite being able to make it to the cut here. So maybe the tides are turning a little bit. Who knows? Maybe the offline meta is starting to get to the point where we're able to fight this out. I mean, Marvelo and MFCR obviously repping two characters that most of the community I would pretty openly agree are very powerful characters in the current meta.
Yep, absolutely. But we have both of our players now on the stage here into the character select. I heard Soul Bad Guy. This is a button check.
Absolutely. As much as I love Soul, I know we had this era of Soul where we just saw, oh, there's our Happy Chaos for top 24. Well, I got to No, but as much as we had our era of Soul where we saw him all the time because he was just like bashing people in, he said, as Soul says himself, he just hits it till it stops moving. And that's all the first meta was.
You know, the interesting thing about it, though, is the eastern side of the world has not given up on Soul yet. They still play Soul incredibly high. In fact, we just had a Soul qualify for the Arc Rebel World Tour. There are two Souls.
Good.
Two Souls in the Arc Rebel World Tour, both coming from the eastern side of the world.
That's one of the scariest things about progressing metas, though, is as metas progress for characters, as you get them significantly stronger, it also significantly accelerates the counterplay and how it comes out. So Soul being a character who kind of bullies people, kind of beats them up here and there, a little bit of stuff like that, very safe and solid in certain situations, and kind of simple in a lot of ways. As the counterplay accelerated, it kind of made it harder for the Soul players, I think.
But that's enough about Soul. Now it is all about Chipp versus Leo White Fang. There we go. The fist bump is in. Time to jump into our winners finals match here. Winner of this trying to cement their seat in grand finals on the winner's side.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. So instead of reflecting
right.
on themselves,
They blame the beast.
It's time to blame the beast, Jobber. We've been doing too much soul searching. It's time to look outwards. I hate these guys. Get these beasts away from me.
I mean, Leo does look like a beast.
Chipp
All right.
versus Leo.
Chipp gonna be the first one up. See how this 99 seconds pans out here. MFCR tries to go aggressive. 5K from Marvelo, stifles it right away.
I love that 5K starter there. There's the run through the MFCR, putting himself back into the corner and forcing the burst out of Marvelo. The first DP is going to be blocked.
Like I said, rare to see here, getting punished for the situation. Straight into the super, and now the win condition is potentially set. Watch for the block string here if Marvelo is able to get advantage.
Oh no, in fact, he's gonna eat a DP there, a counter hit DP. MFCR immediately stealing the turn back. There's the gold burst immediately into the DP. Oh, gets the back turn slash and is gonna close out the first round here.
Plenty of meter too, didn't have to spend it. And being able to, he's frugal.
Oh, the catch to the back dash there with the 2K isn't able to get anything off of it. MFCR taking the corner here.
Go knocked out with the pillar, catches him and sticks him to the wall, straight into the super.
It's gonna be the hard knockdown, and look at the damage done to Marvelo here. Dash up throw, OTG is gonna do it there.
First game in a hurry. Take it down, Marvelo immediately jumps up and he says, get this jacket off of me, bro.
Ooh.
It's in my way.
He says, too hot underneath these lights.
I mean, he's out here trying to playing on a hitbox now. As I think he switched just for Strive. I mean, he was playing Marvel 3 and was playing on a joystick earlier, so he only plays Strive on hitbox.
I appreciate that they opted to swap out the computer chairs for these really comfy folding chairs that we have here at Dreamhack.
Also, because I think it's just I've only seen hitbox players swap the chairs. I think they just don't like the elbow room with the all-button controller.
That actually makes
Because
a lot
MFCR
of
was the
sense.
first person I saw to switch them out.
I mean, these folding chairs are comfy,
They're
though.
shockingly comfortable for a folding chair. I will give it that, absolutely. But here we go. We got plenty of room for them elbows as we get ourselves into the next game here. MFCR looking very, very good as we continue forward.
Last round start, we saw Marvelo went for 5K both times. What's the switch up going to be here? It's going to be 5K once again. You see MCR is trying to figure out different ways to beat it, right? Went for that 2K, went for 2S this time.
Yeah, expect some delay buttons next time. Maybe some delay 2D, stuff like that, trying to go for big counter hit. But here we go, Marvelo. Knockdown, great backdash. MFCR risks it all, and it almost pays off here.
And you see him putting out that back turn 5P there. Really solid anti-air button, but the just block on the run through is going to lead to a throw punish.
Dude, continuing to apply so much good pressure here. 50 meter for MFCR. Takes one to the face. Through the wall is going to kill. That's so much damage, Jobber.
The wall run combos are so sick to see here. Into duel number 2.
Get too deep on that knockdown. Gets the cross up. That makes me see so often from Chipp. He runs it back and gets the block on the DP. MFCR not looking like himself on the DPs here.
Able to get a huge mortal counter here. Goes to the overhead in the corner. It's going to land. Breaks the wall with the pillar.
50 meters. BRC's forward on the way. MFCR tries to fade backwards there. Goes to the guard point stance. In and out of these stances here. Getting the trades. Trying to get the hit on Marvelo here. And the run through is dealt with immediately.
Doesn't have the meter though to go for super. Just has to break it normally here. Positive bonus on deck. MFCR immediately rushing in. There we go. Tried to create a little bit of space, but Marvelo chases him down with the 2K. We are tied up 1-1 now.
So taking a second for himself here. Very nice stuff. Actually, straight back into it. No waiting required. Oh, trying to go for the throw after the just block there. He's able to get the punish and the burst bait. Look at the damage.
Oh, DPs through the staggered pressure. Gonna get that knockdown. Oh, breaks the wall actually with the axe kick here.
He got him on the double overhead. Straight into the super, I love that. Don't even let it go to the OG. Don't let it go to the ground.
That's a hard knockdown along with a positive bonus. And a positive bonus is so good for Chipp. It gives you that extra defense and that extra damage on top of the meter.
Oh, the slowdown does so much there. The burst is still available. MFCR goes for the DP in the slow-mo, just insult to injury.
Oh, but what an air toss into the RC. MFCR takes the round.
What an unreal air throw there. So low to the ground, so quick to go for the anti-air.
That's the other side, tries to go for the overhead. There's that 5P check.
Okay. Oh my god, the pillar into the 2H. For rolling here, has the meter, doesn't spend it, tries to go for the run through. Nice block from Marvelo, and he's out.
Trying to immediately get away from the situation, back into neutral, but MFCR is sticking to him like glue right now. There's nowhere to run. There's a 5D into the burst here.
Okay, it should work. Gets the counter post. Is able to stifle that move, and it's so important against Chipp to beat him to the punch. A lot of the times, the best answer to Chipp's things is beat him, hit him before he even gets to show you what the option was.
But that is easier said than done, Proxy. We are going straight into the next game here. MFCR only needs one more to move on to grand finals.
Oh, Fireball is trying to come out there. The heavy Fireball does not work out. It still gets the DP though.
Oh, the shimmy up there is able to get the throw. Goes for the overhead. It's going to land. MFCR now sitting at 50 meter. Oh, misses the pick up there. That could have closed out the round.
Absolutely. JP gets the flash kick. Drops the combo.
Yeah, a little bit of a scrambly situation here, but Marvelo is definitely happy about that. Tries to go for the command grab, but it's not going to work, and the run through will close it out. MFCR up to set point.
Backdashing the command throw. Not something you see often, especially not against Chipps. The counter hit with guard point stance. Getting in there. Nice beta blade.
Yeah, but a nice flash kick coming out there from MFCR. Puts himself in the corner, catches the backdash with the overhead.
Trey comes out, baits it out again. The burst is there. He baits the burst.
And MFCR with the fist bump, moving on to grand finals winner's side. And there they go, hugging it out. What a set.
Oh, MFCR, we said it before, we'll say it again. He's playing the strive of his life right now.
This is the best I have ever seen MFCR perform so far. There it is, showing off the sponsor.
So, with him all set, on his way up into the grand finals, it's time to head over to the losers now to see who's going to make the climb. MFCR already atop the mountain. We'll see who is able to get up and throw some hands at the top. Two familiar names. Going to be the first two to attempt to ascend. It is going to be Solstice and Hotashi.
And we have seen this matchup many times before, right?
Many moons, many years.
Not only in this game, also in Exerd. Yep. But right now, they are on the loser side of the bracket, so unfortunately, one of these incredible players is going to be eliminated here.
Absolutely. I mean, that is one of the beauty and the heartache of not only the FGC, but of just like the open bracket format, which is one of the greatest things about our community.
Absolutely.
Is, as we said earlier, as we said all weekend long, it doesn't matter where you come from, how you got here. It doesn't matter if your sponsor flew you out or if you were mowing lawns to make enough to buy your pass. If you are good enough, we want to see you come up, show up, and that is what these players have continued to do. I'm so excited for this match here. Ram versus Nagoriyuki, honestly and truly, when it comes to it, I think the biggest takeaway is going to be how Hotashi decides to try and manage his blood and how he tries to like temper his aggression, right? Because we've seen him on every single side of the spectrum so far. We've seen him go rush to 2 blood and play footsie slow and steady. We've seen him blow all of his blood, going absolutely bonkers at 99. What do you have an opinion on what you think would be the best way to kind of handle this against Solstice?
I mean, I feel like you really just need to shut down Ram, right? I mean, it's easy to say don't let them play the game, but
just don't get hit, smile.
But a character like Nagoriyuki, who only has 2 different jump arcs, is a big body. The moment he gets put into the corner by Ram and those swords are on top of him, it's going to be really difficult for Hotashi to thread the needle and find a way to escape, right? That is like a death sentence situation here. It can be done, but it is not easy in any shape or form.
Absolutely agreed, especially because Ram having those dominant grounded normals here is so good at being able to stifle grounded movement. And as you pointed out, that's all he's got, man. It's crazy fast grounded movement, but Ram can handle that.
And Ram is definitely superior when it comes to air buttons. And air movement as well.
I mean, yeah, Nagoriyuki doesn't have. He can spend 50 meter to have the worst air dash.
The forbidden air dash.
The forbidden air dash, dude.
Don't me open up the forbidden scrolls, the secret jutsus.
Here we go. Round start, tries to go with the 5K. 5S answers it immediately. The reversal Fukio does end up netting him the hit there with the close slash, and now pressure's on in the corner.
Yeah, I think this is exactly what you need to do. You have to play the hyper-aggressive Nagoriyuki style in too far away, though, to land the super. That is so unfortunate.
For the Beyblade, Fukios and baits out the throw attempt, gets the poke on Solstice now. One reset, but Solstice fighting out of the corner now.
Back to mid-screen. Oh, and then back to the other corner here with the sword. Gonna break the wall with the Gamma Ray.
So smart to call that back. Even if you do more Novato, there's a chance the sword blows up before it comes out. So very smart to make sure the super comes through and gets the hit. Pixel of life for either player. And the clone able to take it out there. Low risk from Hotashi.
Best projectile in the game.
Best
You said it.
projectile in the game. Okay. Slugging it out there with the footsies. Got to be careful. Trying to go for a walk-up throw.
Oh, trying to stick out that 5K as well. Catching Solstice moving forward, but Solstice is staying in that far/heavy/ range. What a trade here. Hotashi making the most of it. The 5H is actually able to get the Beyblade, trying to go for the chip out. There's the Blood Rage pop.
Tries to throw for the punish. Goes the sword. BRC. Nice defense. Hotashi gets a look. Still okay.
It's down to one touch for both of these players, and the 6P there from Solstice is going to be able to close out that round.
Oh, man, round to one. Very important first game here. Set the momentum. DP lands. There's no burst. What happened to your life bar? One more decision here. Goes for the dash up, gets the close slash, drops the combo, but still picks it up afterwards. Hotashi, this is the type of aggression we see from him sometimes. When I tell you, sometimes he tempers it, plays that footsie style. But man, it's on a switch, not a slider. What was that?
The only thing tempered right here is that Japanese steel that Nagoriyuki has.
Right. Take a second for themselves, slowing it down, stretch it out. Here we go. Round starting. Game one already to Hotashi. Solstice starting off strong, getting the burst out of him though.
Oh, nice whip punish though there with the 5K, taking to the skies.
Okay. Try to go for the shimmy, unfortunately. Gets 2K, 2D.
Oh, but the JH was thanks to that just block there, not pushing Ram out far enough, so she ended up going to the other side.
Double close slash, send it even further. Double 2H there, was worried about the 6H rather.
Oh, here we go, RC gonna carry all the way to the corner here to put the pressure onto Hotashi. Hotashi with 50 meter though, how are they gonna spend it to escape? Don't even
just gonna swing! Oh my god, he's just gonna swing!
An incredibly well-placed flow slash there.
The Beyblade gets answered right away. Still okay, throws the sword. Fukio's out of the sword explosion. Great recognition of the situation.
Oh, he's able to get the counter hit. Hard knockdown there. Trying to harass with the 2K, but Solstice answers back with his own. There's the hard knockdown. Rush in, just goes to the honest mids.
Good jump, answered by 6P. 5K, able to get the frame trap there. Punish coming through, still gets the hit. Solstice unrelenting. More Novato, no, straight into the laser there, just to break through the guts.
And that absolutely will be enough there. Solstice still needs another round though to tie this up.
Oh, what a trade. Got the OTG, tried to go for the weight afterwards. 5H connects, nothing afterwards. Okay, knockdown, secured.
All of these just blocks, 3 in a row. That is a 2-frame window.
Knocked him down again. 50 meter, 6H. Gets the throw somehow.
There's the first, though. Hotashi being very aggressive here, wants to take this, and there it is with the 6H, the decapitation slice.
2 in a row. Hotashi. That's
Smile.
StarCraft crap, bro. That was a few. The DP, not going to work out. Does get the second one here. Solstice not going to burst. The combo is dropped from Hotashi.
And the way that Hotashi will just stand there and stare at you menacingly like that, not even blocking.
So the super. Very nice.
Breaks the wall, not going to be enough to kill here though, but you have to expect to see possibly, yep, there it is, the Fukio forward into the throw. Didn't have enough blood to go for the clone.
He's able to find the perfect on that one. Hotashi threatening set point here in the loser semifinals. Trying to go for 5S, not going to work out. There's the DP again. It manages to connect. This time there's no drop combo. Look at the damage here. Gets for game.
Gets the throw straight into the 6H. Oh, I thought that was going to kill for a second.
Still alive. There's a lot of damage there from the rest of the blood draining out. Has to find something now. Solstice on their last leg.
The magic pixel. There's the BRC into the attempt of the bite. JH comes through, but Hotashi lets the burst rip. Oh,
the hesitation into the 5H. I love that little delay there. Able to take it. Amazing stuff. Hotashi.
Says
two more. I like that. I like that.
Now has to go up though here against Marvelo.
Nagoriyuki.
Ooh, yeah, Marvelo being the one to come up is going to be a tough ask for sure, but I just want to say again a huge shout out to Solstice for the amazing performance this weekend, continuing to shine. I mean, this is a player that we have seen for a long time, I've seen continue to grow, and I'm excited to see more. I really, really enjoy Solstice's play, so again, thank you very much for coming out and for doing so well. Enjoy your prize money.
Yeah, absolutely one of my favorite Ramlethal players to watch in Strive, and my absolute favorite Ram in Exert, for sure.
Absolutely, but we're going to be on to the next one here, and he's already on his way through. That's going to be Marvelo.
He gets the entrance cam, too? Okay.
Absolutely, he does. A little bit of handshake there from Solstice, so congratulations on that.
It was nice to meet you, nice to meet you.
Doctor, like that, but here we go. These two, no way, we're doing the square up. Let's go.
Oh, okay. Talk to him.
See, Marvelo was the last one to put his hand on his shoulder, so he's got the advantage here. He's going in with a slight advantage.
He said, I'll call an ambulance for you when I'm done.
Oh, my God. See, Marvelo's coming in with a slight meter advantage, we'll call it. He's got the last touch.
No, but when you taunt at the end of a round in Guilty Gear, you give your opponent an extra 50
That wasn't a taunt.
more.
That was genuine encouragement. You couldn't feel the emotion.
He said, good luck, have fun.
They're trying to decide who's player 1, player 2. Is what it looks like there. Looks like they're ready to go, though. It might be a button check coming out because Marvelo does normally like to go for the button check. So we'll see how it ends up here. But again,
hey, Marvelo, if you can hear me, pick a good song.
He can't hear you.
He doesn't have headphones on.
He's too focused.
Do it for me. Do it for me. Pick Testament's theme.
All right. Let's get it, though. Very excited to get them to run through. Now I'm just looking to see if he picks it.
Oh, he just rolled over it.
He hovered it. But again,
that's Hotashi.
Switching out the chairs for them, though. Like we said, these hitbox players have been a little more comfortable on these the folding chairs here, just being able to have room for themselves. You know, got to have those elbows kicked out when you're on the all-button controller. Shouts to all the different the leverless options. Honestly, hitbox, jump food, they're all amazing.
Yeah, just a huge wave of different controllers for different players, whether you want to play on pad, leverless, or stick. There are many different ways to play fighting games, and we have seen all the controllers win huge tournaments.
Absolutely. I mean, that's one of the most important things is when it comes to all these controller options, pick what's the most comfortable. I love to get to see everybody rep their stuff come through. I mean, we have pad versus leverless right now, which is cool to see. No arcade stick. Last arcade stick, the last warrior eliminated. It feels bad.
They'll never take mine from me.
Yeah, absolutely
never.
But let's get it started here. Fighting it out to see who is going to be the one to try and dethrone MFCR. Marvelo and Hotashi.
Society.
Be the two players up to let it rock.
Oh, this is not a button check. We are letting the intros rock. There's the teleport in. The ninja versus the samurai. A tale as old as time, Proxy.
You're kind of right on that one. Normally, I love to tell you that you're wrong, but I think you got it. I think you got me this time.
Okay.
Here we go.
Nagoriyuki.
The finals.
Let's rock.
Oh, round start, both of them giving some space, but Hotashi is going to be the first one to explode here.
Okay, for a little bit extra damage there, just block. Have to burst there. Second hit Rekka is the best starter for Chipp. So yeah, it's a situation where you just have to spend it. You cannot let that damage go unchecked. And as we've talked about damage going unchecked, look at the life bar from Marvelo here off just a couple stray hits.
The backdash though to avoid the J2K. Beautiful stuff there from Hotashi, forcing the burst out of Marvelo in the first round. That is a hero burst. But maybe not such a hero burst there, recognizing where the blood was, and he's going to be able to hit the super.
Oh my God, from Marvelo, coast to coast. Sends him through the wall, he says, believe it.
Wow.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Nice from Beyblade, tries to go for fade back, 5P, what an answer. Doesn't work out fully though for Marvelo, and now again, chunked to a third of his life.
Oh, 5P a little too far away. Hotashi recognizing it, going for the fast RC.
The nothing was insane.
I'm telling you, Hotashi will just stare at you like an axe murderer here with Nagoriyuki. He's got the mask on and everything.
Cross up, same side this time, nice block. Oh, the Alpha Blade into the mix on the cross up low.
Oh, goes for the PRC to make sure they can pick it up. Wants to hold on to the corner here, but now has to break the wall.
The meter though, Hotashi. Fukio's forward, doesn't spend a dime. I mean, worst case, if that doesn't hit, you're able to just go for the RC forward. I love the idea.
Round start again, both of them respecting each other so much. The burst comes out early from Hotashi. Trying to go for this slight approach, but Marvelo immediately rushing in.
Looking for 5P, didn't work out. Gets a sweep, OTG. Oh, was expecting some kind of reversal there. Doesn't work out. And again, Hotashi fights it out. And it's mileage per hit here. Look how much Hotashi gets per touch.
Marvelo going to run Hotashi all the way back to the corner here. Tries to cross into the wall, but gets flipped.
Oh my God, and he gets poked in the eyeball. What an air throw. And that kills.
That 6K stomp just to move Hotashi a little bit farther forward there and get a bit of a frame kill for positioning and timing is such a good tool.
That first game lockdown. It's a just block there on the Rekka. Marvelo, a little hesitation maybe. Not choosing to rip the second Rekka here. Pushed away. Beyblade comes out. Good punish, but he gets 2P'd on a reset attempt. Look at the life bar dropper.
A little too far away though to land that 6H. Gets the 5K into 6H though this time. A dominating round here for Hotashi.
Didn't even get to spend his burst. Didn't really have an opportunity here. Uses the clone, tries to split scab. Not gonna work out too much, and there's a 5P. Great answer from Marvelo.
Yep, I like it throwing out more of these 5Ps. You don't need to get huge damage, but you at least need to take that turn back. Oh, he saw the DP startup with the BRC. That's why he chose to go for the bite.
Here, same response though from Marvelo. Finds a hit, gets a knockdown here. Same side, very nice. Vortex continues.
Gonna be able to send him through the wall here with the Alpha Blade. Positive bonus now coming out through Marvelo. I like backing up there to try and get time to build up some meter. And there's the blood pop. Goes for the command grab.
I think one of the only reasons I don't like that backup is you're giving Hotashi too many chances to be the initiator there. You saw that burst Beyblade from so far away to come out. Gotta be careful about giving him room to shoot his shots. This is what I want to see from Marvelo. Get that knockdown. Tries to get aggressive, but the cross-up is a little too greedy. 5P is an anti-air.
Stand the pressure with the close slash. There's the 5P to check and press out. Gets the 2K 2D. Now Marvelo's turn is what I would say.
He said, if I had one. 2 games in a row. Hotashi, his switch-ups of pace, again, have been just incredible here. Taking a second, going back to character select. Want to try and slow it down if you can. Marvelo, you cannot let him ride the wave.
And that's, you say that his way of changing pace, that's a really good thing to know because it is something that we have seen Hotashi develop over the course of Strive's lifespan, right? He started off being that hyper-aggressive Nagoriyuki. Then he started leaning heavily into the more patient Nagoriyuki, and now you see he has perfected the blend of both styles here and can switch on a dime. Jumping into what could be our final game between these two. Marvelo is going to have to dig deep and get something started, losing out too many times here in neutral.
Right.
Duel 1.
Try to back it off. 2K2D goes for the clone. Nice just block representation there from Hotashi as he finds the DP into the 2H. Good amount of damage, and look at this, 3 hits! 3!
Oh, great just block there on the spinning top, but Marvelo stagger pressure is going to work out, immediately going into the super to get that wall break, leading to this hard knockdown. This is the opportunity that Marvelo needs.
Yeah, look at that damage too off the scaling, able to find it off the Rekka, tried to go for the backdash there, the BRC gives him that slowdown where he can get the check, and Marvelo shows him a little bit of his own medicine here, has the meter to take the kill, but he doesn't get suspended off the wall cling. Hotashi has a shot!
Over the BRC, he tries to chase down with the 5K, but it's not going to work. This is so terrifying, Proxy. Okay, is able to get the whip punish there off of the 2H. He's holding my breath.
Scary stuff, but Marvelo still fighting out of it here. Trying to go for the 5K is Hotashi. Nice whip punish, doesn't get much for it though, and Hotashi shows, let me show you some reward for a whip punish.
Oh, stops him running in with that 5K, gonna get the fully charged Does, trying to go for the full kill, and there it is. Hotashi now sitting on set point.
Oh, a lot of work to do for Marvelo. You gotta make it through this round, but do we see this so consistently from Hotashi? The last round, he turns it up.
Marvelo is able to check with this 5T and starting to get some stagger pressure started. There's a big counter hit. This is gonna be huge for Marvelo. Needs to capitalize.
Nice attempt on the wall cling there, able to get the answer here. Hotashi swinging it out, has the meter to spend, uses the PRC afterwards. Trade comes out, he's gonna take the kill! Hotashi on the double 6H, sending Marvelo home in 3rd place and is headed on to the grand finals. What a set between these two. Congratulations to Marvelo, man.
Yeah, playing out of his mind this weekend, making it all the way to 3rd place and getting that money here as well. Great stuff. But Hotashi climbing his way all the way back from the losers bracket here through top 8 and now has one more mountain to overcome. But what a tall mountain that is going to prove to be, Proxy.
Absolutely, and you like to see the camaraderie from these two. Both former, Marvelo still, but Hotashi formerly South Florida, so these guys know each other very well. It's very exciting to get to see these two come through. And I don't want to be the one to say it here, obviously, as a Florida player, but this is 2 Florida and 1 former Florida in top 3, just so you guys know. Haha.
Yeah, Florida's the place to be.
I'm just saying, pretty good. But here we go. Hotashi going to take a second for himself, going to walk off, stretch it out. MFCR going to be getting himself all connected and ready to go. Grand finals. The stage is set for the final showdown here. MFCR and Fredo, shouts to Fredo, I see you up there.
Yep, on production here.
Facing off against Hotashi.
This is going to be an incredible grand finals, an absolute treat for everyone watching in the crowd and everyone watching at home on Dreamhack Fighters.
Oh man, a lot to unpack here, but we just have to say it. This is truly the best we've ever seen MFCR play. He's put himself in the position to win everything. A player who has been incredibly talented, is kind of a like 13th through 7th like machine. He's not quite gotten to the point where he's won one of the big ones here. This is the opportunity here. He's looking so good, dude.
And what a story it would be, Proxy, on the same weekend that he gets sponsored, gets picked up by 9 Moons, that he could take it all home and take this trophy. Just needs to win 1 set here in order to do it.
I mean, one thing that I've said already this weekend, and I have to say again, surprised it took this long for him to get sponsored. As volatile of a player as he is, he does so well, is so consistent. He just has always been able to show up and show out. An amazing pickup, obviously, for him to be able to be on the team now, but way overdue. I'm so excited to get to see how much he gets to do now that he does have that sponsorship and is able to rep, obviously, the very intelligent people at 9 Moons, obviously, for picking him up. Like, again, a huge pickup.
Yeah, and as someone who gets to see him play every single month, you know, going to our locals here, our monthlies.
Shouts to Juicy.
Yeah, shouts to Juicy, shouts to Duelist.
Nagoriyuki.
But I've been able to see his growth, and his growth as a player has been so insane. He has grown so much here. Fast. Yes, absolutely. And has stuck with Leo the entire time.
I mean, if you're going to stick with a character the whole time, though, Leo is an amazing choice. Obviously, has been super strong the entire time, even with small buffs and nerfs here and there. Has managed to stay near the top of the pile at every single stage.
quotation marks. You can't see me, but
why do you think I said little? I said man, come on.
No, but here we go. This is it. Grand Finals here at Dreamhack Atlanta.
MFCR and Hotashi. Two of the sickest players to come through. Hotashi telling the crowd to bring it, as you should. The final two deciding who is going to take home the highest chunk of the prize pool here. This amazing trophy and the bragging rights of first place Dreamhack Atlanta. One more time, Grand Finals. Let's hear it.
Or hell.
Rock. Very excited to get to see how 99 seconds plays out here. Obviously, Hotashi, a player who knows how to exert the control here. MFCR, someone who likes to impose as well. Dashes up, gets a 5K in the face. I love the play from both of them here. There we go, got the 2K, doesn't get too much else. Tries to get the dash over, looks for the overhead, not quite gonna be able to find it. There's the throw from Hotashi, keeping it in the corner.
Oh, but here we go. There's that DP counter hit coming through.
Close last there, very nice. Find the low, gets the burst out. Backs it off, I like the idea. Just block comes through, and again, he's backdashing all of these opportunities.
Oh, but dashes straight into that far slash. Hotashi with the staggered movement. Counter hit 2D, it's gonna be huge.
Doesn't get too much else, but it doesn't matter. The mix-up still comes through in MFCR, round one. And he still held on to his burst.
That is huge here. And starts off with a counter hit DP, knowing that Hotashi's gonna press, but there's the wake-up throw.
Backdash again in the corner. Backdash a lot more risky here. Is able to get the jump in, goes for the 2H, not much else afterwards.
Heavy walking forward, gets clipped though in the ankles. The RC, the gold burst as an answer. Gets the RC as well off the hit.
Has meter two, OTG with it. No, he's gonna look for the mix. I love the idea. Now look at the scaling. Goodbye. No, he's still alive and he is burst.
That is a gutsy boy here. Oh, the 5P to try and call it the burst, but it was a gold burst here. Hotashi's still alive.
Jumps over the throw attempt though, and that is part of why we say that attempting throws in this game without 50 meter is so risky here. Hotashi does build it right at the last second, but just wasn't able to access it there. The falling JP. One game to MFCR, again coming from the winner's side. Only needs to win one set. 5K checks, very nice.
But interrupting
Yo, I love that.
Yeah, 5K check of his own. Dashes to the other side, forcing the burst there out of Hotashi.
Blood, gotta be careful, finds the throw. Here we go, very nice to be able to get some of that blood back here. Has access to Fukio now and does spend it right away, but there's the DP and the side switch.
Gonna be able to go into back turn here as well. Opts to break the wall this time. That's gonna be a positive bonus. Lots of meter coming here for MFCR. Just needs time to build it up. There it is, 50, but gets clipped by the 5P here. Hotashi now on the aggressive side of things.
MFCR with the meter though, gets the 2D, taps the dust. How much damage do we get off of this?
Oh no, that's a little too far forward, and the JK is actually gonna beat out the back turn B.
What a jump in. Good opportunity here.
Axe kick. No! Unfortunate, you see he shakes his head as well.
Careful how you throw the fireball here. You know he has meter, he has the clone. There's a lot of opportunities here. Nice just block, dash back.
And the DPs! The psychic DP once again from MFCR.
Well, he had an idea there, charging dust. Maybe a 2D execution error, finds a throw.
All right, gonna wake up DP this time. Take back your turn. Nice IBFD though from Hotashi to push MFCR out.
Cross up, goes forward again. Overhead, nice block. RC up, just to extend it. The burst comes out. It does not pay off here.
There's
not
the axe kick.
Oh, gets it with the OTG, sticks into the wall. Oh my god, 50 meter. Hotashi's in trouble.
Oh, but catches the backdash there with the far slash. Hotashi going to be able to capitalize with a super of his own and still has 50 bar left over here after the wall break.
It's going to get him enough blood back where he can rep Fukio afterwards as well. So a good situation here. All of a sudden, Hotashi turns it on its head. One opportunity. Look at the meter from MFCR, though. He backdashes. The blood pops. And MFCR is going to make it one more game. Hotashi. Well, I mean, we were talking about him being in trouble. Time to make it double, dude. He needs 3 in a row. 3 in a row and then a second set.
MFCR knows. MFCR knows. Hotashi looked at him. He didn't look back. He didn't look back. He doesn't want to give him that power.
Don't power up the stand, bro. You know how it works. Taking a second, going to character select. Slow it down, change the music. Gotta get yourself rolling together. Oh, man.
All right, everyone, deep breaths here.
One more game potentially for MFCR.
What is he yelling at him?
I don't know. I think he didn't like the music choice or something.
So I'm going to depower you with my music choice.
But let's go. Potential final game. Hotashi, this would be an unbelievable comeback. 3 in a row to get the reset here.
Especially with the way that MFCR has been playing tonight. He is looking unstoppable.
Oh, my God. The immovable force, an unstoppable object.
And we're all stuck in between.
Oh, my God. Here we go.
Dash up DP, trying to go for the hard call out there.
Hotashi, 2 for 2 on the hard call out so far here. Third of the life gone for MFCR. Jumps over the throw, though. Very nice. The burst to maintain momentum and positioning.
Oh, but what a backdash there on the bite attempt. Goes for the OTG just to keep this pressure on. Counter hit, axe kick. It's pizza time.
Heartbeat, Parker. Took some time, same side. Positive bonus is still racking up. Doesn't need to overextend, but gets thrown for his troubles here. The just block's working out beautifully.
Oh, and the 2D trade there actually saving Hotashi's life. MFCR spends the meter to get tossed.
Fukio's back. Back to the situation here. Any meter spent here, any blood spent from Hotashi will make him pop. MFCR, one more round.
Duel 2.
Here we go. Round start. Actually trades with the second hit of the DP there.
Okay, it's the pillar. Back turn, catches the back. Go for the backdash here. Walks away, unstance. Very nice. Gets out of trouble, but there's the third hit of the far slash.
Backdash to the far slash. Still gets stepped on his toes. Hotashi here going to spend the meter. Absolutely.
Okay, gonna send him through the wall. Break through another hole in the roof. Very nice. On our head,
though. Still sitting on burst and nearly 100 meter here.
Block, tries to go for the jump out, jumps the bite. BRC to reposition, nice block from Hotashi.
Takes the corner here and swaps to the other side. Hotashi has burst available as well. Catches the backdash with the 5P. Not going to be enough to close that out.
The block of the DP, backs off. Blood is going up in the 2S to stop the dash up. Hotashi still in it, burst on the table for both players now.
Oh, patience this time from MFCR, not wanting to get too aggressive at round start. Gonna send out some fireballs here, waiting to see what Hotashi is going to do.
Trade, never in your favor. Don't trade with those normals. Oh, overhead, gets the burst. Hotashi, next one, he has to hold it.
Over the BRC there, forces the burst out of MFCR. These 5Hs are putting in the work right now, catches the backdash.
Overly reserved, potentially fair from MFCR, goes for the DP, and right after he plays to reserve, he overextends. Hotashi says, not today.
Going up 1 here on the board. MFCR still just needs 1 more game. Like you said, that is a tall mountain to climb, a reverse 3-0. Then you have to win another set.
And MFCR goes straight back to character select, switches the music again. Dude, the counter picks, you gotta respect them here.
The music power-up is real.
2-1. Hotashi on the start of what would be one of the most incredible comebacks we've seen in a very long time. Again, MFCR continuing to play unbelievably strong here.
Oh, playing the Leo theme.
Go, DP comes out, doesn't get too much, dashes up, finds the DP, makes up time.
IBFD once again pushing out MFCR. Hotashi is actually able to get that punish there.
Ooh, but speaking of punishes, gets a throw there on the Fukio, reads the backdash, gets the burst.
Oh, the nice 2K 2D pressing his way out. There's the BRC. MFCR answering all of these BRCs here with a gold burst. Gets the low.
Oh, Shay's on the same side there with the overhead. Tries to go for the cross again. The just block comes through. He's able to find the throw.
Oh, but a 5D. Oh, and the just block in the corner. MFCR putting himself in a compromising position. Hotashi capitalizes on it.
Yeah, leading on the run through a little too much that round. Hotashi, incredible blocks, and incredible punishes.
Uh-oh.
Well, we're going to take, hold. Give us just a moment. See what we've got going on with that.
We'll have to see.
Okay. That's going to play. All right. Here we go. Back into it. Finds the overhead.
Nice whip punish there from MFCR. Still maintaining that corner. Beautiful backdash though, and a throw from Hotashi.
He comes out, gets the hit. UH, very nice. Ooh, gets an extension there as well. Resets it with the headbutt again, and Hotashi forced the burst here. Kind of a hero burst.
Still stuck close to the wall here. Not much room to maneuver. MFCR with the berserker slash whip punish here. Once again, sitting at tournament point.
Hotashi, though, we see him thrive under pressure. Fukio's backwards. 2S, incredible punish here. Look at the damage. Take her to the wall. 2 more hits potentially, but there's a flash kick.
Creating a little bit of space. There's that backdash. Gets the whip punish on the far slash attempt. Catches the backdash, or catches the counter hit with the close slash. Going to break the wall with the axe kick.
Positive bonus, 50 meter. Lots of resources here. MFCR also has burst and has consistently landed gold burst.
Oh, but the 5D tries to dash forward afterwards. Is the super going to be able to hit? It does.
Not going to get the break from this position, though. Block on the 2S. MFCR gets the burst.
Sitting at 100 meter. 2D into Yoshi, gets the 5D, has to bait out this burst here, tries to bait it out a little too hard, and there's the goal burst from Hotashi into the forward dash throw.
The double Fukio finds the throw. Oh, and talking to the crowd once again.
We are up to game 5 here in the first set of Grand Finals.
They're taking a second here just to make sure that we do not have the same situation again. I definitely appreciate that. As we get our controllers re-plugged in, you know, it's better safe than sorry always. You never want to see hardware be a factor ever.
No, not at all. Here we go, going back to character select also.
It looks like both of them are happy and settled. We're going to be straight back into it here. 2-2. This was looking over. MFCR so handily took the first 2 games. They were such consistent, solid wins. And it's the same thing that always happens. Hotashi, he just gets that power up. He's never out of it.
He's not out of it until it's actually over, right? We might get another set of Guilty Gear Strive here.
It's not over yet, though. Game 5 here to decide if we have a champion, if we're heading to one more set. Dreamhack Atlanta turning out as good as we could have hoped here as Hotashi gets his burst right away.
Stomps on his toes as well, pushing into the corner, but there's a wake-up throw from MFCR. Is able to score the overhead. And the guard point.
Didn't spin the meter, though.
No, wants to hold on to that meter for this next interaction. Gets the counter hit 2D. But the burst is going to put MFCR in the corner. This is so dangerous.
Around the DP1 hit into the super. What kind of KOF combo is this? The one-hit super?
Yeah, but that is going to kill here in 1. Now Hotashi has turned the tables and is 1 round away from a reset.
And you know he's going to go berserk if he gets this here. Gets the 2K into the Beyblade. Tries to go for the reset here. Backdash from MFCR.
Able to land the overhead here. Going to hold on to the corner. There's the axe kick. Massive counter hit into the super. Send him through the wall.
Positive bonus. Opportunity for aggression here. MFCR, same side. Just blocking the throw. He's just been unreal with that.
And the 5D. Breaks the wall with the 6H.
50 meter. How do you spend it? How do you get yourself back on the feet? Goes for the BRC. Straight into the DP. Gets the hit. Is enough to close.
Whoa, okay. Hold on. Oh, was it his button?
Hotashi paused here to get himself reset because he knows he's dead.
Oh, it was the button. He had a bad button.
Here we go. 1 round apiece now. Let's go for the dash up. 5P right away. Goes backwards afterwards here. Gets the trade.
Almost 5K going into the DP. Drops the pickup, unfortunately.
2S beating him up for it. Finds it again. Burst comes out. He baits it.
And that is a reset. Wow. 1 more set here of Guilty Gear. It is not over yet. Hotashi taking it back from the brink of defeat.
He's talking to the cameraman. I don't know what the cameraman's going to do for you, Hotashi. He just holds the camera.
He doesn't make the rules.
he has no power here. Oh, man. The reset has happened. Taking a second to kind of account stock. A lot has come down to this. One more set, 5 more potential games. A lot to unpack. But we got no time to wait, Jobber. We're straight back in.
One more set here to determine our champion at Dreamhack Atlanta.
True finals.
The Shin Finals.
Shin Finals. Oh my God. Here we go.
Mankind.
We got more Guilty Gear Strive here to cap off Dreamhack Atlanta. First game of the reset here. Immediate throw from MFCR. Gets the overhead. The burst comes out. Nice from Hotashi to reset, but he still gets punished afterwards.
Nice just blocks here. Doesn't block for too long though. MFCR starting off strong in this first round. Gonna break the wall with the back turn S.
BS block. That's a punish actually. That's a punish in that scenario. Amazing stuff from MFCR.
He was able to land that just block as well to prevent being pushed back.
Let's rock.
Oh my God! The dash up. What a shimmy with the jump. He puts him in the wall again, breaks it for the positive bonus, and now off to the races. MFCR continuing to press the advantage.
Oh, gets caught backdashing, but Hotashi doesn't get much off of it here. Sitting at level 3 blood.
Yeah, I can completely ignore that fireball.
And look at this patience, just trying to bait MFCR into doing something.
Okay, 5P, very nice. Send the combo as far as he can, doesn't get the wall break, and tries to go for the bite. It's not going to work. Hotashi still has burst. How do you spend it?
Dashes to the other side. Oh, and the super, but the burst is coming out.
My God.
Oh my God, the RC into the burst, unbelievable! Hotashi with the confirm as well, gonna take the round.
The presence of mind to recognize that gold burst is even an option there is unbelievable. A big drink of water from MFCR, get yourself restabilized.
Let's rock.
Nice just block, doesn't get much, but he's not falling for the throw bait anymore. Sticks out the far slash this time.
There's that 5H from max range. BRC forward to get the bite. Almost dashes straight into the close slash. The burst gets blocked, and that's going to be game 1 of the reset in Hotashi's corner.
The double one-hit DP. 2 more games.
And look at this beautiful crowd here. The seats are full.
Right. Got 2P, not much else. MFCR tries to respond with it of his own, does get the punish, finds the 2K. Again, very inconsequential hit so far, but Hotashi trying to make his mark with the gold burst, responded with the flash kick.
Oh, but the PRC forward trying to chase him, gets tossed for his troubles. Look at this harassment here, just building up all the blood so he could go for that bite. Catches him with the close slash. There's another round. Oh no, he actually narrowly avoids it.
Gets the DP as well, not out of it yet. Hotashi no meter to go for reversals here. He's got 2P at best. He backcatches though, very nice.
Was too far away though to get that 5P punish here, and MFCR gonna go into the weapon X here.
Still alive. Oh no. One more decision. 5D! Oh my God. Dashed it up, tried to go for the throw. Immediately Hotashi's the one to answer there, gets the flash kick.
On his mids there, goes to the low afterwards with the 2S. Hotashi poking his way out of the corner, back to mid-screen with you. And into the other wall, catches the backdash with the close slash. Gonna be able to go straight into the super. Not gonna be enough to kill here though. Has enough blood to possibly go into clone Fukio? No, I'll just go for Fukio instead.
I feel like I've seen this movie before though, Dropper. This time burst is on the table though. We have some meter to work with as well. Knockback comes out. Max meter for MFCR. How do you spend it?
Just running through over and over. The burst comes out. There's the BRC. BRC to answer 3 in a row, and there's the DP!
Oh my God. Guilty Gear.
Guilty Gear.
The triple BRC, the slowdown is real. The DP comes out though to get the follow-up after the Beyblade. Tries to go for the overhead. Hotashi, what a press.
MFCR lets the burst rip here, but unfortunately still stuck in the corner and about to get sent through the wall in just a second if he can't escape.
Back dash the bite. OTG. Case connect, straight into the super. Press your advantage. I love the decision here.
Our knockdown, what's the pressure gonna be? Just goes for the dash up, close slash, and it's gonna hit here.
Okay, half meter again. More than enough with the super. Is gonna even it out. One game apiece. Oh, we might go the distance, Jobber.
It is not over till it's over here, Proxy.
And they're straight back in. No hesitation. Try to go for the 2Ks here. Oh, what a whip punish. And the counter hit there afterwards forces the burst from Hotashi. Again gets beaten on the Fukio to MFCR. 100 for 100 on correct choices so far this game.
And MFCR is opting not to swap to the other side as much before, but unfortunately a bad DP here forces him to spend his burst to be able to send Hotashi through the wall.
Max meter. He has RC, I like it.
I mean,
honestly, truly, I like it.
It's guaranteed to push Hotashi all the way to the corner there.
JP's afterwards too. Nice backdash on the bite. That was an ambitious bite from Hotashi.
Staggered pressure here, tries to go for the 6H, but Hotashi checking in with the 2K.
Try to go for the whip punish, double 2S. Really nice decision here and a huge reward. Straight into the super. It's gonna put his blood in a good spot actually too.
We've been seeing a lot of Fukio forward into pressure here from Hotashi here. Goes for it again, but stops short, trying to bait out that DP.
2S once again and again. As we always see, when the 2S lands, if you hit them in the air, the reward is unbelievably high. A 2-hit game from Hotashi there.
Both these players trying to fight for the 2-1 lead. There's the DP at round start from Hotashi, winning that huge reward.
It keeps happening. He's baiting him so hard with the dash up like that. But how can you blame Hotashi for trying to go for the Tecto there?
Oh, but there's the DP out of the stagger pressure. Gets tossed into the corner. Not a whole lot of life to give. PRC up to nothing. Lands it to the DP and is going to swap sides.
6 to the wall. Breaks it through. Burst available for both players here.
But the positive bonus on MFCR's side. And gets a goal burst. So much meter to play with here.
Block the goal burst from Hotashi. Throw comes out. Not enough to kill. Fukio's back. Tries to reset the scenario. Goes for the super. Is going to make him block. Goes for the run through.
Crosses over to the other side. And MFCR is once again here at 2-1.
Tournament point. You see Hotashi, the head shake. I mean, he recognizes how sick that was because it was kind of nasty. But here we go, potential final game. Hotashi might make us go the distance here. We might have 10 games, Jobber.
Nice just block on the run through, but MFCR once again just answering with that DP so consistently.
The overhead burst comes out. Beyblade, nothing to follow up. Gets the just block though with the punish throw. Nice. Vortex.
Oh, but the YRC wants to shut down this pressure. Back to neutral. Dealing each other out. There's that JH. But dashes up with the fireball. Needs to be careful with that fireball, though, because Hotashi can just cut straight through them with a 5H. The burst is unfortunately going to whiff here. Hotashi should be able to close this out.
Blood burst.
Oh, no.
Unsix him. There's an opportunity now. This is actually huge.
Oh, and the close slash. Even MFCR can't believe it. Now he's sitting at tournament point.
Oh my god. Dashed up, tried to go for it this time. Hotashi not falling for it anymore. Close slash is the answer this time. I love the decision. Fortunately, on his back again. Finds the knockdown. Makes up time. PRCZ he beats the burst. Oh, MFCR.
Gets the overhead here. Just needs one more mix after this.
Finds the hit again. One more time. Gets a throw. Opportunity. Hotashi, fight your way out of this.
Staggering that 2S. They're just trying to catch MFCR. Gets the bite. It's party time.
Backs it off though. Gets the clone. 5Ks to extend. Drops the combo. Oh no, the DP! MFCR! Oh, he gets the overhead! MFCR is gonna be able to stave off the reset from Hotashi and be a Dreamhack and land a champion!
MFCR goes the distance, even through the reset, is able to win. Unbelievable.
He said, "No, you're the best."
The best performance here of his Guilty Gear Strive career. Let's hear it for MFCR.
Absolutely, so well deserved on his recent sponsorship and showing it off. Why he was the hottest free agent. Oh man, well deserved for sure. A player who's been grinding so hard, and it's incredibly well deserved. Obviously, congratulations to Hotashi, second place. Nothing to shake your stick at, and very well played on the reset. But MFCR, man of the day.
He was just unstoppable today. A dominating performance from front to back here.
Absolutely. I mean, we said it earlier. He didn't lose a game until top 8. 0 games dropped until top 8 from this guy. Finally is able to sew it up. And again, it's so well deserved with how much he's been grinding. He is obviously there's a little bit of bias here because obviously being from the same region as him, we get to see him grow as we watch him play in our own region. So seeing him get what he deserves here, be able to finally close it out, the most well-deserved tournament win for MFCR.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so incredibly proud of his growth as a player here. Couldn't happen to a better guy. But it looks like we're getting all of our players to be lined up on stage so we can present them with their awards and with that beautiful trophy as well.
Absolutely. But I just want to say thanks to everybody who stuck it out, watched all of Dreamhack for us, and was able to be involved, whether it was Smash, whether it was any of the other esports coming through, or you're watching StarCraft, or you're here with us on Dreamhack Fighters. We just appreciate you guys for not only supporting, but being able to walk us through and have these things happen. So the FGC continues to be great, and you guys, the viewers, are one of the biggest reasons why.
Celebrate these guys who gave on such a great show. Don't leave just yet. I know we're all ready to go home, and so are these players, but let's celebrate them for just a moment, all right? They did such a great job putting on such a great show. All right, let's give it up for top 8. Let's give a round of applause to everybody here on the stage. Coming in at 7th place. Let's give it up for Crooked. First major? This is pretty good. This is top 8. Let's go. Also in 7th place, Scambolini. Coming in at 5th, Ram. In 4th place, Solstice. In 3rd place, out of South Florida, Marvelo. You're running up. One of the most entertaining players of all time in Guilty Gear, Hotashi. And here to present the first place trophy is Duelist for one of the most entertaining players we've seen. The guy that got us all hyped tonight, MFCR. This first major win. Give it up for MFCR, guys. Give them a round of applause. Big round of applause for everybody here in top 8. And before we go tonight, we have some words from the man himself, Jabali.
I just want to say thank you guys so much. I always say this, but it actually means something. Next year, we're expanding to 3 events. We've announced San Diego on the West Coast. I'm very excited about that. Guilty Gear's a mainstay from now on, obviously, so thank you. But I just want to say thank you for supporting Dreamhack. Everyone on the team was super happy with FGC. You guys always continue to kill it. I tried to get some, news and stuff. Nothing here, but tomorrow, definitely tune into what Arc System Works has planned to showcase for you guys. That's the only teaser I'm going to give this time, I promise. So, but tune into that. Give it up to all you guys, dude. Seriously. Guilty Gear, man, to not just main event, but its growth. See Otaka's growth, Dreamhack, the Beyond series. Give it up to Tong for running all those online tournaments for Beyond. Tong's somewhere. He probably went to sleep again. But yeah, that's it. We are done. You guys can exit out that way. We're going to pack up. Thank you so much, and please get home safe. Thank you.
You just say